Hey, what is going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. Man, I tell you, I set up Tuesdays in order to be like convenient, but then now we're deciding to do karate for the kids on Tuesday. So then I'm like rushing back. I get back at like 5:10, wolf down some dinner. I'm trying to put everything. So anyways, but it all works out. I'm still kind of prepping here. You've all set his thing for his people on his channel for 6:10. So we're gonna let some people come in here. I got a lot to talk about, man. I mean, it's a little off-topic stuff, and I know it's an election season. We should really be talking about candidates and all this stuff, and I really need. I should, but I'm just not the type of person to do what I should do. What people say I should do, at least. Like, you should do this, and I'm like, no, I'm probably not going to do that. So. But anyways, I do really need to make like a candidate video and stuff. But I just watched the Indiana gubernatorial debate, which is another way of saying the governor's debating. And Donald Rainwater, the Libertarian, definitely held his own. I mean, he punched him in the face like hard. I mean, with just straight common sense libertarian answers to the problems that are facing Indiana right now. And the governor didn't have anything he could say about it. The Democrat competitor candidate didn't have anything to say. I mean, he was dominant. So we'll see how partisan Indiana really is, because it was pretty obvious who the better governor candidate was. Sitting on that stage. So I encourage you to go watch it. The link's right there in live chat. I'll try to remember to post it in the comments after the video as well. The reason why Donald Rainwater in Indiana is such a big race is because the governor's seat in Indiana has predominantly been GOP Republican dominant, right? That's why the Democrats sent one of their best and have been funding him like crazy, because they think they can flip Indiana, because the governor's approval rating has dropped below 50%. So in the most recent polls, the governor's dropped below 50%. But Indiana has traditionally been, the Hoosier state has traditionally been very, very conservative. So they're, thinking that the Libertarian could actually pull it off, just to be another option for this GOP conservative heavy state. Could pull off a governor win here. So that would be historic. So that's why Libertarians are watching the Indiana governor race so close. Is there a link that is not Facebook? I don't use Facebook. Probably. I could probably just Google Indiana governor debate, and it just happened. So it was live when I was watching it right now. So it just ended at 6. So I'm sure it's posted somewhere. I think Fox was the one that was hosting it, because, of course, like I said, it's a conservative state. So, yeah. So, what do we got going on? Let's talk about this. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about the Trump supporters in hip hop. So, because this is going to be kind of this podcast here is going to be rather heavy on the entertainment industry, which includes mainstream media as well. So, the thing that really got me thinking about this, I think it was actually 50 Cent. And I forgot to even put him in my thumbnail. When 50 Cent came out as like a Trump supporter, like, I don't know why that's like a big deal, and then it was like, of course, because he's rich. No, he's not that kind of rich. That's not the kind of rich that supports Donald Trump and the GOP Republicans. the kind of rich that supports GOP and those kind of Republicans are corporate rich people. So, sorry, I already got into it, man.
Oh,
Please welcome the Evolve.
what is up there, guys? Hey, what's happening? I'm here. How's it going? How's it going?
There's my banner.
Glad to be here. Banners up. The Evolve got a little intro. All right.
I got an intro. It's the first one. It's my first one.
Please welcome the Evolve.
Let's
like
go,
it.
Let's go. We can go big.
I
like that better.
Okay.
Oh, I need to change the name too. So. But anyways, yeah, I was just talking about. So I saw the tweet that happened with 50 Cent. Oh, please welcome Devolvey.
Devolvey's here with some candy grapes. Thank you.
What's up, guys?
Sup, guys?
We rolling.
So,
How do you like it?
These guys.
I think
Love these guys.
Cotton candy grapes.
Cotton candy grapes.
From
cotton
Sprouts.
candy, Tootsie Rolls,
Sweet and gold comes first.
Sweet and gold,
Cotton candy, sweet and gold.
Let
me see that Tootsie Roll.
Nobody know who says that.
That's my era. That's my era. How do I change my name?
And
Just
the thing is
There it
from
is.
gold. Now you're here.
nailed it on the stream.
On this, yeah,
Nobody
you don't
can
miss
see
very
that.
often.
Nobody could see that because the grape disappears and
There
then
it is.
Comes back. Yeah,
There we
comes down.
All right, so the first thing I want to show, since we got Evolve in here, we're gonna do the first clip I'd like to show.
Oh, we got clips.
Yeah, we have a clip.
That's the only thing with the mobile version. You can't put clips.
Oh, well, that sucks. So,
No, I think you can. I just gotta buy it. Never mind. I could be wrong.
so we're gonna watch this clip here.
This is a homemade clip.
Yeah, but it's very interesting.
Okay.
So we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch this clip here, and then we're gonna watch. We can't do that, babe. We need to watch. Oh, you need to scoot over.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we need to see Evolve's face when he sees.
Let's see what's up.
When he sees this one. So.
No. Yes. I understand. What?
Party's over.
Oh my
Cowboy
god.
fans.
Okay. That is not a representation of us.
What happened?
The whole TV, you know, we get it. We throw stuff at TV and stuff. We've seen it. People, that is wow.
I watched that like 5 times.
We are gun carrying though.
Wow, man. Your Cowboy fans ain't KIP.
Well,
man.
it's been a frustrating season, and we got ripped to pieces on yesterday. Ripped to pieces.
Not as bad as that TV.
Right. 38-10.
That TV took a beer to the face and then 4 rounds to the chest.
Dak is the future, people. I changed my mind. Dak is the
You know,
future.
I think
we want that back.
I think he's I think this is
That's
California
too
too.
much.
He only had 4 rounds in the clip. He emptied it. It was only
That's
4
insane.
shots.
That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Glad he didn't go to the game.
Right,
Man.
That's intense. You want to watch it again?
Oh no, that's just
Was that
What
this
a
game?
bad
Who
taste.
they played? The Arizona, right?
yeah.
So, yeah,
Arizona.
that was
That
this
was
weekend,
yesterday. That was
And some of the comments are hilarious.
yeah. That's mad. That's insane. Dude.
Some of the comments are pretty funny too.
How do
Oh,
you
it's in
go
all.
so far?
Yeah, one guy says this is the
Yeah, they give it
it's
hard
just
me.
a game.
Right.
So far this season, this is 3rd TV. More to come.
Yeah. We got to get it together, people. We got to get it together. Hey, from Evolve. Hey, what's up, my guys?
Zeno.
Zeno.
Is that like? Is it Benzino? Is that like? You think that's Benzino?
Oh man! Speaking of Benzino, you need to hear Eminem's response.
He didn't even give me a KKK cracker, man.
You need to hear Eminem's response to Benzino. I put it up
How
today.
did he respond to Benzino?
Yeah, it's funny.
Eminem needs to respond to Royce.
He was like,
5'9".
I buried him already. I not only buried him, but I put the nail in the coffin. I nailed the coffin shut. That's what Eminem
Now you just gave him a platform by opening your mouth, Eminem. You know about this.
It's a lot.
M knows about this. Every time he talks about somebody, they get more famous.
I'm not saying no. Yeah, but that was.
Well, he needs to address Royce 5'9".
It was old.
Eminem needs to address Royce 5'9" blocking you.
Yeah, he does. He should. If Eminem addressed Royce 5'9" blocking me, you know I go from 26K to 500,000 and overnight.
Eminem just mentioning the Evolve would get printed and framed on his wall. It'd be like the background, right? For every Evolve episode.
Tweet will be we going to Kiko's and print that out. We get a banner made. I might just buy one of those 250. You know, you can drive by and see the banner on the street. One of those street banners. For a while, you can. It's only. I heard it's only 3,000 a week to keep that banner up.
3,000 a week? Jesus.
For a good color banner on a busy street. That's what they pay him.
Might want to change the name.
Oh man, what up, Evolve? Hey, Jackson is here.
Zeno might want to change.
Yeah, you got. Oh, I keep hitting that.
Yeah, I'll just see if I can. Yeah, maybe flex it. You don't need it. I don't know. It's for me.
Jackson, what's up? Yeah, Zeno. We're not a big fans of here. Might want to change the name for sure.
Zeno. Maybe it's Zeno.
Zeno.
It sounds more like Zeno.
Zen or Z?
Zen. I think it's Zeno. Because Zeno would be with an I or with two E's. Wait a second. My kid's third grade teacher just told me something about this.
Okay.
About how to determine if it's the long vowel followed by two consonants.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we know if it's the long vowel or not?
It really depends on the language. And you even knowing where this guy come from is so different.
Oh, yeah. Zangitsu?
Yeah.
Zangitsu.
But speaking of rap.
That sounds Indian, though. Zangitsu?
Sing on rappers. You hear the endorsement of 50 Cent since we're on rappers.
Yeah. Did he actually? Is there any video of it or something?
It's not video. It's two tweets.
Two tweets. So no, he hasn't actually.
No. Basically, what he said is he posted up a picture of because this company had took Donald Trump's current tax plan for corporate and tax rates. And then they just showed Biden's tax rates under his proposed plan. And boy, if there is a massive difference. And basically 50 Cent Trump is like, he's like, there's no way I'm voting for Biden. Vote for Trump, guys. Look, because there's like a 56 increase, like for those that's making 50% or more.
All right, so let's look at I still got food in my teeth and stuff, people. I apologize. I just ate dinner.
And I think he did say vote Trump too. So
we do have 50 Cent's tweets here.
Oh.
50 Cent, me, and this is 50. It's what it is, man.
Yeah, scroll down. We're looking for. Keep scrolling. We'll see the pic.
Yeah, I don't want to be 20 Cent. 62% is a very, very bad idea. I don't like it. That's it right here. 50 Cent versus 62%. Oh, so Fox News is talking about 50 Cent.
Fox News.
50 Cent. I guess
because he's a Trump supporter.
Oh, yeah, because he's a rapper that's a Trump supporter.
A Trump supporter.
We can go now. Snoop Dogg. Oh no, I thought it was Snoop.
If you want to follow. Oh, that's the tweet. That's the one. That's the song.
Oh,
right there.
Vote for Trump.
No,
I'm out. New York, the Knicks never win anyway. He said the Knicks never win anyway.
So that's the.
I don't care if Trump doesn't like black people. 62%.
He's like, and
he said, I'll vote for KKK.
Yeah. Because he's making.
Trump's not racist, though. I honestly don't think Trump's racist.
Because
I don't think he's smart enough.
He said some racial. He's been saying some racial stuff.
Not the racists are smart.
He's
not racist
tendencies.
He's not racist. He just says stupid things.
That just happened to be racially divided.
What does he say that's racist?
Racially divided.
What does he say that's racist?
Okay. Well, when you recognize,
And I'll just no.
Okay.
You tell me what Trump has said that is racist, and I'll
Okay.
tell you why it's just stupid.
Oh.
This will be a new episode for us.
okay,
Trump's a racist. No, he's stupid.
okay. I'm not saying he's a racist. I'm saying he say racially dividing comments.
Well, they
that
both
are
do. They both
racially
do, though.
dividing. I don't believe he's
The Democrats
racist,
do, too.
but he say a lot more racially dividing that is very.
I don't think he says more than the Democrats, though. They
No,
both,
he
that, I mean, that's
He
their whole intention is to divide the country. So, I mean, I think the Democrats are probably more divisive than the Republicans.
Jackson, you don't know how you feel about 50 now. Is it because he's supporting Trump or because
Jackson like coughing in his elbow a lot. You should probably get a mask because I don't want you polluting COVID and getting corona all over my stream. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so
Appreciate you, Jackson. 50's all right. He all right.
I think it's almost best for him.
It's just politics.
Like, it's
man.
400
politics. He's just looking at how much money.
Because he's in that bracket over $400,000.
But he came from nothing. He worked hard for it, so he don't feel like giving 62% of what he has busted his butt to earn back to the government, so they can waste it on stupid, worthless, frivolous programs.
So you're with 50 on this decision.
I think 50 didn't go far enough. He ought to look at the Libertarian tax plan, and then he can be like, "Oh, I get to keep my money." Yeah, 50 Libertarians will let you keep your money, all of it, or at least as much as possible.
At least as much as possible.
You ain't gonna be paying any more than anybody else, though. That's the thing about Libertarians is we believe in actual fairness and actual equality. Actually
together.
Yeah.
Okay, so they broke it down. Trump's corporate tax currently right now.
37%.
Yeah, and
Jesus,
versus
man.
Biden is 28%, and then income tax according to Biden 52%, and this is for those that are making that high amount.
So that leads me into the other thing, man. So who's posting that?
Oh, it's Atlanta. This is the Atlanta something. The
Atlanta News.
Yeah,
Okay.
Atlanta News something. JC.
I don't know.
Atlanta JC. But this is what Fox and
I'm guessing it's probably a conservative.
yeah, because
You can,
and you know
there's
what?
a few of them still left.
Yeah, and you know what? The article is this guy's whether he's conservative or not. The article is kind of towards it's his opinion, but the numbers are the numbers. He just took the numbers are what are facts. He just took hit Trump's current
But you
tax
still
rate,
you just still see this
and then
massive
Biden, and
you
take
see this
Biden.
massive increase either way. You know,
Right.
whether it's corporate taxes, you wish we would put that up here, but
Yeah, it's I'll shoot you the link right now.
just I am too.
That way you guys can see the big difference here. And Messenger.
So yeah. So you guys can see that. This is ridiculous. So why is it such a big deal that 50 Cent comes out as a Trump supporter, as a supporter of the person who's going to
see a rapper and he's supposed to,
because all black people are supposed to be Democrats, right?
he's not supposed to like Trump. That's what they say. What he's putting up now is they took Trump's current tax rates on the 4 different categories, and then they took from Biden's website his proposed tax rates.
They broke it down. Huh?
So they broke it down. This guy
And they
did.
broke it down.
Broke it down. So let's see. There you go. It's kind of like in the middle. Yeah, he's kind of in the middle. There you go. Right there.
All right, so let's see. I can zoom in on this.
Man.
Make it a little bit bigger for y'all.
That income
For you older people that can't
is
see.
ridiculous. People.
Income and payroll taxes, 52%.
Yeah.
That's for us. No,
that's
37% though.
That's what it is now.
Jesus, repeal. The libertarians want to repeal the income tax, like get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Yeah, because they want to get rid of the repeal that and get rid of the internal revenue.
Get rid of the IRS. Yeah,
IRS.
There's no reason why we need another bureaucracy to steal your money. Same as the ATF. Why do we need a bureaucracy for 3 things that are legal?
Right.
So, so this is the reason. So I guess this is what 50 Cent saw.
This is what 50 Cent saw, and he's like, not happening.
I just remembered I'm bankrupt, so I'm looking for gracious loan. Can anyone help a brother out?
You know, he's trying to say, you know what? I ain't got all that money. You can't hit me with those taxes. Just cover them. So that's that 50. So
I wonder what the comments are.
Oh, well, click.
We got 16,000 comments. So
He's got a lot of comments, don't he?
Oh,
Are they in
man.
favor for him?
Choosing his personal wealth over the health of the nation.
Oh, yeah, they're going to cancel him.
What a selfish piece of...
Twitter is canceling. Twitter's canceling...
top tax
50.
rates by state under the Biden plan: 62.6, 60, 58, 62. Man, it's all theft. Whether it's Trump robbing a little bit from you, it's funny that we're upset and we're arguing over how much they're stealing from us, right? So it's like, so basically we took it as $1, right? If we took it as $1, okay, we'll take it as $100. That makes it sound better, I guess. So if we have $100, we're mad because Biden's stealing $62 from us, and Trump's better because he's only stealing $39 from us. So that's what we're fighting about. Who's stealing less money from us?
Stealing less.
Instead of being mad about them stealing money, period. So we've basically accepted this victim mentality that taxation is just a normal part of life. And I find that like utterly ridiculous. You know what I mean? I don't understand how you can just be okay with that. There is better ways to pay for things that we need as a country and as a society. There's better, more fair, less susceptible to corruption. You know what I mean? Like a flat tax rate would be better than anything we have now. Just a flat. Because the thing about this is, if you flat taxed it, right? So if you flat taxed it, and there's some libertarians that have talked about this. A lot of libertarians just don't believe in taxes. So if it's important enough to you, then you'll pay for it out of your pocket, and you don't have to have the money taken from you. So like when the people talk about my roads,
yeah.
Then if the roads are important for you, then you're going to pay for them. You know what I mean? Or you'll pay to drive on them. But if they're not important for them, they'll be important when they start blowing out your shocks because of potholes and stuff.
Yeah, well, everybody got to pay for the roads. Everybody use the roads.
Everybody use the roads. Yeah. But I mean, there's ways to do that. You can't use gas taxes to pay for the roads either because it got electric cars. So a registration, pay for the roads through your registration.
What do you think about electric cars?
Electric cars?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Would you get one? I wouldn't mind having one. No. But the batteries are expensive, and the batteries actually are worse for the environment.
How about those self-driving cars?
Those are kind of scary. You get in an Uber and there's nobody driving.
No one
driving. You get in it?
No, I'm not gonna.
You get in it?
No. It's like I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna take that little $7 fee cancellation fee. I'm gonna get somebody else, not knowing who to talk to. Y'all, I'm gonna get somebody else talking to the door.
Oh, what about Ice Cube?
Yeah, so Ice Cube in the black contract thingy.
Oh yeah. The contract from Black America.
Yeah. So the Democrats.
Which is really that contract. I had it bookmarked somewhere.
The thing is that
it is really like
why he's going with Trump and the Republicans is because he said that the Republicans are the only ones that reached out to him and said that they want to sit down, they want him to meet, and they want to address these things. Democrat ignored him. So that's
because the Democrats don't feel like they have to
So-
earn the black vote anymore.
so he said, Team Trump.
Like that's just like what it's like you're born, you look at your skin color. I'm a Democrat. I mean, that's what people think. I think it's stupid. Like I mean, you should you need to put some logic. Oh man, why do I have to use the word logic? But yeah, behind your political belief system.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I find it really difficult to put logic behind socialism.
But do you think that even the Republicans, although they don't want to respond, do you think they really care to? They just
they've done actually Trump's actually done more for Black America.
So you think they're serious about this?
So you're interrupting me because you don't want people to hear this.
So you think they're serious about this contract?
Trump has actually done more for Black America than any president since JFK.
Do you believe they're serious about the contract?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Are the Republicans serious about
what Republicans are talking to them now?
Are they serious about the contract?
Are they serious about wanting to get some of that black vote? Probably.
Okay.
Well, are they going to do anything about this contract? There actually is some decent stuff in there. But the contract for Black America, Ice Cube put it out somewhere. It's go look it up. It's pretty interesting. The thing I liked about it was, but it wasn't
Democrats.
Like
Republicans said they're going to meet with them.
He wanted a lot of very specific things for Black people that I was like, how about if we just make that for all people? Like lower tax rates and stuff like that, and lower rates on loans and stuff. I'm like, well, why can't we just do that for everybody? Everybody said we like what you have, and let's wait till after the election to do anything. And Trump said that they like what he has, and we'll add some of it to the platinum plan.
Yeah.
What's the platinum plan?
No, Trump's got a platinum plan.
I don't know.
But he did say that it doesn't mean that Ice Cube did say that it doesn't mean that he's a Trump supporter. He's just saying that the Republicans are the only ones that looked out for him, and he's got to do what's best for his people.
It's respectable. He still hasn't looked at libertarians though, because he probably hasn't heard of them.
Heard of libertarians.
Libertarians are by far the best for everybody.
You should have tweeted at him, say, "Hey, look at this."
I should. Like Q. What about Joe Jorgensen?
Yeah, Q. Check this out. Yeah. So, how would this guy say? Did you read that? Go up real quick. That was a pretty good statement.
I have never understood why it is greed to want to keep the money you have earned, but not greed to want to take somebody else's money. Oh, it's Thomas Sowell, man. It's Thomas Sowell. He's the economist. It's true. It's true. Yeah. John Stossel did a full 30-minute interview with Joe Jorgensen. I just watched it, and they were talking about how the war on poverty, right, began in like the 60s, the 50s and 60s.
Right.
And so at the time, we briefly talked about this. I would like to get into a really in-depth discussion about it with statistics and stuff. But the growth rate of the poverty. I mean, people in poverty were bringing themselves out of poverty. So, families that had lived in poverty, they were bringing themselves out of poverty at a greater rate than ever before in history, prior to the war on poverty beginning. So they started the war on poverty. They passed all of these government growing welfare systems to try to help the poor. So they basically started dumping all this money into it, and they gave government control over it. So they started taking your tax dollars in order to give it to the poor. So people stopped giving to the poor, and the poverty rate actually has declined ever since. So we had, at the time, people were bringing themselves out of poverty through the free market system and entrepreneurialism and stuff like that, and innovations and all that stuff, using the system to bring themselves out of poverty. And then once we gave government control over it.
Yeah, because welfare don't create wealth. work create wealth. I mean, people were working during
That's
those times.
tweetable right there.
That was
That
tweetable.
was very tweetable.
That was very tweetable.
Welfare does not create wealth.
Work creates
Creates
wealth.
wealth.
It will work.
Government also does not create wealth.
It's just that when you have welfare, the more welfare programs, there is a decrease in not just the need for work, but the desire to work. I can tell you,
there's a certain self-confidence that comes from making your own money.
There is,
and seeing yourself climb.
And you want
they call it the
more.
the ladder of affluence.
And you want to do more, but when welfare comes, I mean, like, you take my mom for instance, $900 some dollars a month and food stamps when we were growing up, almost 1,000 in food stamps. There is no need to be going out.
$100 a kid.
Going out, paying for food and working more hours or working at all for food. I mean, there is no need, and it puts an impact. It takes, welfare takes a toll not on individuals, but the economy.
The thing is you now have to compete with welfare, because if you're going to go out and get a job, now you have to get a job that's going to pay more than that $900 a month. Otherwise, you're losing money and taking food out of your kid's mouth, because as soon as you get that job, you don't qualify for welfare no more.
And that's something that people don't talk about. I mean, I've heard since I've seen the Libertarian platform, they talk about it a little bit more. But when we're trying to boost the economy, even on a long-term basis, no one thinks about that route. Hey, you know what? Maybe if we decrease welfare, that might work.
Or the reverse income tax.
Yeah, maybe like decrease and get rid of some. And, it will kind of force and give this attitude to more work. And you have to work, and people will have to kind of go out. I mean, with more people working, with more people striving and doing stuff and creating stuff, then it boosts the economy. It's just not a route that is taken.
So we've talked. I'm trying to get back on subject now.
Yeah,
but I'm horrible at transitioning. So
no.
But we will totally get off topic.
Yes,
but so we talked about two surprises that, and it's really shocking when a celebrity comes out as being a Trump supporter.
Yes,
I mean, especially a black.
Because
celebrity.
He has such a massive following. So
why is it? Why is it? So we kind of dug into why black people seem to think that they're Democrats.
Right.
Even though Democrats are the worst party.
And when black people could vote, our first vote for president, we voted for Republican way back then. When our first initial time when we could
that was
vote.
Back when Republicans were different than Democrats. They're kind of the same.
It was just because
it's really the lines are really blurred.
The Republicans in those states, they didn't want slavery. It's like, we're gonna free you. And Democrats was like, nah. And the Democratic president that was up was like, nah, we need to keep that. We need that. So, but
it's the mentality of but now, I mean, now it's the same thing with celebrities. So it's like on my thumbnail, I had Bruce Springsteen, The Rock, Alyssa Milano,
all those.
CNN, MSNBC. Those are all left. Eminem.
I seen some shade.
See, Eminem, I'm not too sure where he stands politically anymore. So.
No. True.
It's not shady. I just threw him up there because I knew your people would be here.
Right.
And I threw you up in the corner.
Why
has Evolve been in my thumbnail? Because your picture was on my phone.
I seen that.
So why is it that celebrities and the media are left-leaning, are generally more left-leaning? So I this question was, came to me this morning.
Okay.
And then, so I end up asking my doc. I had a doc appointment this morning. So I ended up asking him about it. And he's like, because it brings in ratings, because that's where the left generally runs on emotion. There's very little ratings in logic and numbers and calculations and stuff. That's why economists and these intellectuals all get ignored over celebrities. Like, we'll listen to a celebrity who might not have even graduated high school, and over an intellectual PhD doctor in industrial psychology.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Joe Jorgensen's a doctor.
We want to hear what Ja got to say about coronavirus. Ja Rule. We want to know what Benzino.
Yeah, right. Well, Benzino. Yeah. Eminem comes out and says, I'm going to talk about politics. Everybody's going to rush. But you got Thomas Sowell, who's a world-renowned economist. He talks politics all the time. Nobody listens to him. Jordan Peterson, you know what I mean? He talks about, he's I think he'll go down to one of the greatest intellectuals of our time. And which I saw a video. I started following him on YouTube whenever I found out he was sick. I was making jokes about him, and somebody's like, "He's sick, he's gonna die," and I'm like, "Oh crap!"
Right.
So I looked him up, and he's doing fine. He's back. He did a video. Jordan Peterson, the psychologist. So he did a video last night that he went through this whole drug rehab thing. It was prescription drugs.
Right.
He had a problem. I guess he was taking them for insomnia or something, and he became really physically dependent on it, and had this whole withdrawal thing. He went to like Russia and Serbia and Canada and Connecticut and to get treatments and stuff. But he's doing good now. Jordan Peterson's doing good. If you're watching this, Jordan, it's good to have you back. I look forward to whatever you got coming up. Thank you very much.
Man, a big part of it, it's just the audience. When what we create for us here in America is kind because you look at your Saturday podcast with India and how they're not manipulated, and certain like experiments that we did, and it kind of speaks to like even your point here. It's
so
just that
entertainment driven.
That's where I was getting. The majority, even those that are voting, we don't praise and create much intellectuals in America. There's a lot more people we create that have that thirst for entertainment and whatnot. So I can tell you if their message would be heard if they were more entertaining, if they spoke to, I guess, the general consensus of the need. I mean, even these intellectuals, if they were to change their style, I think they would reach that.
If they would. But the thing is mentally, intellectuals, it's the same reason,
because there are a database that appreciate those.
I'm not saying
they appreciate that, but it's very small.
Yeah, but they don't have that. I mean, they have less ability to be entertaining.
True.
Intellectuals.
True.
I mean, it's just, if you watch Thomas Sowell, F.A. Hayek, read F.A. Hayek's book. He's Nobel Prize winning economist, and it's so dry. I mean, it is rough. It is a rough read. I think I played some of it on my podcast before. But it's like stuff that we get into. Like you like to be entertaining. I mean, that's your hip hop reaction thing. I'm not saying, and when I say intellectual, I'm not necessarily meaning that a person is not more highly intelligent than another person. I'm not saying that, but it's more people that are more absorbed with their intellect, more intellect and logic and stuff, and more introspective, I guess. Yeah. Than more entertainers are, of course, more extroverts, and in alignment. You have a few that aren't really extrovert. I think Keanu Reeves. I don't think he's really extroverted. He's more of an introvert, I think. But generally speaking, you'll also see him coming out about politics. Right. So right. But it's just the entertaining part of it. You know what I mean? I think that's the key. And so they in an effort to be in an effort to be more entertaining, I think they will even go against what's in their best interest. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's the entertain. And it's the same thing with the CNN and MSNBC. Why are they like, go watch them and then go watch Fox News? So Fox News, we know, is the conservative right-leaning news network, and then CNN and MSNBC, they're the left-leaning. And if you go look and just look when you're watching them, you see that how CNN, MSNBC, always trying to pull at your emotions. You know what I mean? That's always trying to get you to feel emotion. And that's what movies do. And that's what music does. All of the arts do the same thing. They try to pull at your emotions. They try to get some kind of reaction out of you. Like when Evolve tries, when he does a thumbnail. I mean, his thumbnails make absolutely no sense whatsoever. He's just trying to get a reaction out of you.
It makes sense, people.
So that's what I'm saying is it's just that emotion. Shut my phone.
What's practical? Did he say something about comments? Or
practical said behind? Joe Biden said if you don't vote for he joined late, so he's watching from gotcha. He said Joe Biden said that if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Evolve did a whole video on that. A whole video on it. You don't vote for me, you ain't black.
I did. I was on the phone.
So
It's
then
on Facebook.
the Rock came out as a big Biden supporter and the conservatives and stuff. Because you know all the wrestlers, right? All the wrestling fans. You know they're all you know.
Hey, what's up, Angel? Or is that Angela?
Angel Silva. Angel Silva.
Oh,
I'm here because of Evolve. Just saw your video.
oh, well,
Oh, is that
okay.
what you doing? You posting videos telling people to come over here?
Yeah, I just posted.
That's how we get viewers. You don't have to sit here and look at your phone.
I don't. So there you
You
go.
worry about charging it.
Right. So I'm just like, hey, come on over.
When
man.
you gonna have me on your show to talk about some hip hop?
I tried to have you yesterday.
I know you.
I sent like 2 StreamYards
You sent it to my Twitter too. I don't know why I didn't get a notification. I get
because
notifications
you were on
every
but
time.
Yeah.
Debbie and Kate send me something. I get.
But you know what? I was thinking because I'm with this. I was thinking we set up, and it'd be good for all 3 of us, all 3 of our channels, and even our
Marie?
just getting the word out. Not Marie, but a buddy of mine who is down. He's a good YouTube rapper, Grizzy.
Grizzly,
I
yeah.
had Grizzy Hendrix, and we're doing like this weekly podcast. And,
Yeah, I caught part of your last one.
and the last one was bad. I was just testing out StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah, I
should've
saw
put
it. I was
up-
like, oh, he's on StreamYard. Let me check it out on
yeah,
mobile.
I should have put up my
It looked good though.
It did. It just the audio was
Your
bad. I should have put
background's
the.
Garbage.
You always talk about my background.
It's white.
It was like so. I was thinking once a week because he wants to and he's down. But with between the 3 of us, we kind of hit on kind of weekly events. Far as kind of the combination of kind of what we do through StreamYard, it'll be a 3-part 3 opinion kind of podcast. We'll have a
Look like we were banking right there.
right. Look at that. I like that.
This one.
Yeah, we look cool, man.
Okay.
Got crib, guys. We here though.
We up in the crib now.
We here though.
Okay, got my grand piano right here. Chewbacca back there playing the grand piano.
So yeah, we were thinking about doing a 3-person podcast, mixing
I'm down.
political entertainment and just hitting on stuff that goes on.
Yeah, that would have been a good one for this
For yeah,
for this topic. That would be. I think it would be interesting to get Grizzy's take on
that's what I'm saying.
why some of these rappers and stuff are coming out as Trump supporters, and why the majority of people are Democrat supporters or left-wing supporters. So, you know, I honestly think that's the reason, is because it's entertaining. You know.
Yeah, thanks. I'm actually at his house. Someone said you got a nice house. Yeah, he's doing all right for himself. He's doing all right for himself.
He's seen the whole thing. He says sorcery. Sorcery. Green screen technology. I could put myself in the White House. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. Hold on. You go ahead. So tell me, what do you think about why these entertainers and stuff are generally left-leaning Democrats?
Left-leaning and why they're Democrats?
Yeah.
Man. Well, I think it's just it's because of the fan base. It's because of the fan base. That's what their fans want. That's what they expect. And anything from that, then you're seen as kind of like a traitor to the culture. If you're not.
Yeah, right. That's the other thing. Isn't that kind of?
That's the big thing. So no one wants to be seen as that. So a lot of them are just scared with that. That's why they can't have their opinions. They have to have their opinions of their fans and their fan base. But every now and then you'll get a rapper that don't care about that and really cares about their politics more than anything, and their personal opinion. But it's rare and few, not many, but the majority of everyone is like, they go off of entertainers. They go based off of their fan base. They make videos. They make their own opinion. It's crazy. Their fan base creates them, their character.
There we go.
Hey, we're in the office.
We're in the Oval Office.
Oval Office.
Put us in the Oval Office.
Trump.
We in the Oval Office.
I don't know what Trump that did.
In the Oval Office.
Hey, who's that? Wait, who's this right here?
Is it Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody tell us who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Is it different? It changes though. Look, it's oh, that's scary over there. You can't see it because
Oh, you got a woman president in the office.
I don't know who that is right there.
A woman. Interesting.
Oh, it's Oval Office replicas. Oh, these I don't. That's not. This is the Oval Office right here? Because this door right here, I think that's where funny stuff happened with Clinton,
Right.
Lewinsky.
I can tell you exactly why media in Hollywood is favor of the left. Go ahead, champ. You can't be doing. Don't be doing
for it,
that.
man. You want to call in?
Hey, yeah, put the call up number.
You want to call in, champ?
Hey, guys, who want to call in and talk to us?
It sounds like it might be a long one. So,
guys, we're gonna put the call in number. We want to hear from your face. The call in number is coming up. I thought you had a banner.
I think I do have a banner.
Let's hear from your face. Let's do some call in. It's 915-209-2089. Once again, that's 915-209-2089. Now it's the time. Call in. Let's talk. Let's see what you got to say. I don't know. This is going to be sideways.
Like
we're not going to look as good like we're in
this one.
like
This
that.
one actually looks.
That looks.
I think
we look like we're in
we got
front
the flags in the background.
We're in the front of the desk.
Flag of the president.
We good.
Can you imagine president, vice president, or president, vice president?
Right.
Me and you,
President
we would
and vice
run this
president.
country into the ground. We be arguing all the time.
Nothing get done.
Nothing get done. You can't even get the support of your vice president.
Exactly what we do on our own. I'm just gonna do it.
Right.
Wait, I'm the president. Who told you to do that?
Now it's just now it looks like a commercial. What do you mean it's like a commercial?
Okay. So,
I'm coming for you, Trump. I'm coming for Trump.
so look, check this out. All right. So what would be your first thing what is the first thing we agree on? What are we gonna do?
Bring the troops on.
Day one.
Bring the troops on.
And president.
Bring the
I'd
troops
be
on.
down with that. We would get that done.
Release
See,
all
we would get that done. Our biggest thing, you're gonna want all drugs regulated.
Unregulated. Well, decriminalized. Not unregulated, but decriminalized.
He want to want all of them. That's where we're gonna
decriminalized. Treated as a medical issue, not a criminal justice issue. Because your problem isn't with drugs. Your problem is with prohibition. Okay. You don't see. I could play a portion of Joe Jorgensen's interview where she talks about this.
Right.
Your most of your problems is not with drugs, or with the people that are doing drugs. Your problem is with the actions of prohibition.
Hey, you got a call.
Right, it's from Cali.
I've never been to California.
You are on the show with Libertarian Dave and Evolve. Oh,
don't forget to do that. Oh man, drama. Welcome to the Evolve. You are on the line. Caller on the line. Speak your piece. Who we talking to? Chap, what is happening? Welcome to the show. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you good. Can you hear him online? Because I got him next to the microphone, hoping you're picking him up.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit. All right.
Okay.
All right. So tell us, why are these media in Hollywood in favor of the left?
Well, from what I see, I feel like the left, they don't work for their money. They like to, if you look at a lot of the Republican people, they have their own businesses. They work hard to do their thing, but so they value hard work ethic and stuff like that. But the left, I can't say the same for them. They just want their free money, and they rather make people feel like victims than teach them something. That's how I see. Because like a lot of these people, they don't have real businesses. That they grow from the ground up.
That's the thing is because they're not like when the Republicans, they definitely feed the corporate machine. You know what I mean? They deregulate and they lower taxes on corporations and businesses. So Republicans generally will feed the corporate machine. So that and what you're saying is that entertainers, because they don't benefit from that feeding of the corporate machine because they don't have businesses. So they could care less about Republicans. I see what you're saying.
Exactly. And then they feel sorry for everybody. So
Yeah.
they want to get them this, get them that, we feel this. They want you to understand that, you don't have to work, they're trying to make it easy, but what they don't understand is you need to have
Yeah.
Make sure
Oh,
that you can prosper in business, stuff like that.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely right. And the entertainers are also pandering to their audiences too.
That's what I say.
Exactly. Well, and entertainers are easy to claim it because they're moved by feelings, emotions. So
Mhm.
like if you get someone that that's been through the struggle and stuff like that, they feel like we gotta do this to everybody. We gotta get this. So if you look at TV shows and they're giving away cars, they're giving away
Yeah.
it's cool to give away all this stuff, but like at a certain point, like some people gotta work for this stuff. You know what I mean? Like everybody can win, like for GP. At the end of the day, you gotta go to your 9 to 5 job.
Yeah, you just made me think about something. They talk about the two sides of the brain, right? Like you have the intellectual, logical side of the brain, then you have the artistic side of the brain, right? So I mean, it kind of goes to that effect. You know what I mean? Like these people are, more artistically, leaning. As far as entertainers and stuff, and they're more emotional and stuff like that. So they push away that logical part of the brain. And then I'm not saying that conservatism or the Republican or anything, but when you talk about fiscal economics and stuff and free market systems and stuff like that, a lot of the libertarian leaning stuff. It really requires a lot of that logical mind. Like you have to separate that emotional, artistic side.
Yeah.
So I think
no. I just think that with entertainers like your 50 or any of those entertainers, especially rappers or whatnot, I think that the majority, and even actors, I think the majority of them, because they make so much money, I think they portray one thing to the fans, to their fans, as if they're left. But I think when they go in the booth, I think
they punch in that lower tax ticket.
They are for sure. That's what I believe. I believe they're one way to that, but they are definitely.
What they're doing is they're asking their financial advisors.
Yeah, they are, because they all have.
Should I vote for?
I mean, because you got to think, all of these actors and these rappers, they have businesses. They're entrepreneurs. Yeah. They have shoes and they own corporations. And the Democrats, and they have, in order, those that have these.
So 50 Cent is just the only honest one out there, right?
He's got TV shows. He's got a massive business, and and all of these, they've got financial advisors, and any good financial advisor is going to be like, hey, you don't want to do Democrat. You can say what you want to the pandering, but we're going to be paying some stuff. What it is. So I'm just saying,
what it is.
I believe that. I don't think none of them are voting.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to look you all in the face right now and tell you that I am not a Republican. I don't even consider I'm conservative, but I don't consider myself a conservative because that kind of puts me with Republicans. I think Republicans are fascists, authoritarians, and don't like. I mean, they're all politics over principle. I'm a libertarian. I believe in principle.
I understand what you're saying about Republicans are authoritarian, but the problem is that like the left, right? The left is liberal and all that stuff, but then you got the crazy left stuff. So
we got the crazy right too. It's called the alt-right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Republicans aren't authoritarian. Like majority of Republicans just have their own business and stuff like that. But then you have these Republicans that are authoritarian, which is kind of like the far left is, like with being like equal. That's what far left is to the authoritarian side of Republicans.
Yeah, I think they're both equally fascist. They're just fascist in different directions. Both of them are going to lead us. Both of them are leading us to ruin by increasing spending, increasing taxes. Just one of them is going to do it faster than the other. I think the Democrats are going to ruin us faster than the Republicans would. But we're still both going in the wrong direction. The only way we're going to start going in the right direction is if we vote for somebody else. If we force them to actually do something about it. And we're not doing that by keep voting for Republicans and Democrats. But
this is why I like Trump, because I'm not voting for Trump because he's a Republican. I'm voting because he's not a politician. And for Trump,
he's a politician, Chad.
He's a Republican. He's a Republicrat. He's a Democrat hiding in a Republican body.
A politician.
Yeah, he's definitely a politician.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I like Trump, because he's his own type of person. Like, even if his own party disagrees with him, you know, he'll call them out for whatever.
He's,
whatever.
You know, I'm.
The Republicans that hate Trump right now.
Oh yeah, I would say, I won't say he takes the worst from both sides, but he is definitely dabbled in both Democrat and Republican things. The thing is he's doing whatever, he's playing a balancing act of whatever is going to fill his pockets, get him votes so he can get reelected, and make money for his friends. So in the process of doing that, some of us are actually benefiting from it. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you see it. I mean, it's how the facts stack up. I mean, just factually, if you look at what his policies and stuff have done. I mean, the things that he's done that are the things that he's done that are really good that nobody talks about, and which should be the platform that he stands on, but he doesn't, because then Republicans get accused of race baiting, is the fact that he has done more for Black America through criminal justice reform and everything else that he's done than any other president since John F. Kennedy. And that's the one thing that separates him from the other politicians, is nobody who's been able to do any of that for 50 years, but Trump was able to get it done. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, because I don't know if you knew back in the 90s that Donald Trump, like, a lot of Black people couldn't get business loan, entrepreneur loan back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And so Black people couldn't, Black entrepreneurs couldn't get a business loan to start up their business because of how things were back in the 90s. When somebody told them to go talk to Donald Trump, so they went and you had to ask Donald Trump. They would talk to Donald Trump, you had to find out everything. And Donald Trump will give you a loan, the principal and everything, to start your business. And the best part about it is that when they actually started paying it back, he denied the payment and said, you know what, you just go ahead and run your business. Don't worry about paying me back.
So,
you know, that's expected, right?
So what do you think the job of the president is? If we're gonna rate Trump on how good of a president he is, let's talk about what is the job of the president.
Well, there's the problem with being a president. A lot of people think that, like, you know, just because you're president, you can do everything. No, like, you have the job of the president is to like have good negotiations with other foreign countries, because you're the president that represents, you know, our country.
That's actually the Secretary of State.
You take care of the federal funding and everything, and if anything happens within our state, you know, and it's too much for a state, then the federal intervenes.
The Secretary of State actually handles most foreign affairs. The president would only really go in for like treaty negotiations and stuff like that. So generally, the president doesn't even do that. So I don't know,
like, exactly what he does.
The job of the president is the executive branch. So first and foremost, the job of the president is to defend the Constitution of the United States, to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That's first and foremost. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and the one thing that everything government does should be leveled against. So the job of the president as the executive, he is that single person. All the other two branches of government, I'll have multiple people, but the president is the executive branch. So his job is to execute the law. So his job is not to create the law or to make the law or to anything else. His job is just to execute the law. So he determines, with the assistance of the judicial branch, the legality or the constitutionality of a law, and then he executes that law. So based off of that knowledge, the basic premise of foundational what the president's job is, do you still think Trump is doing a good job?
I think so, but there's so much he can only do, you know, because a lot of people are blaming him for this, and that. It's like, why are you guys blaming him like if he's a dictator?
Well,
A dictator is in the United States.
That's what happens with executives. I mean, you get like we're right here is an executive right here, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Everything that happens within your corporation, or in this case, your government, is going to be your fault. So as the president, it is absolutely everything that happens in the government is his fault. If it stinks, it's because of him. And that's just the responsibility you take on whenever you become an executive. If we started calling the president the executive, which is what he is, people would probably have a different mindset about it.
The executive branch. It's not just the presidency, though, right?
The president is the only executive. He has a staff, but he is the executive in the executive branch. So like the vice president, the secretary of state. No, that's the legislative branch.
Yeah.
So the legislative branch consists of Congress and the Senate. The legislative branch, their job is to create the laws. Yeah. They make the laws and then they submit them to the executive, and then the executive can approves them and executes the laws.
Champ, how long you been a have you always been a champ? He can hire another.
Is it all three branches all equally powered?
Theoretically, they're supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's the checks and the Constitution is really written.
Because the executive branch, you got to blame all the other branches because we're all in this together. It's supposed to be equally.
Well, you don't blame the board when a company fails or when a company does something stupid. You don't blame the board of directors. You blame the CEO.
Sure.
You know, the president is the one in charge. He is the executive. He's the CEO of our government. So, you know, the checks and balances happen. He's part of he's basically the gateway. You know, his veto power is what stops laws from happening.
The people can blame the president, okay? But the president can blame the people that work under him, which is all these governors and mayors. So like if I'm working in a company, right, and I have a foreman, and then the foreman has their senior foreman, I'm not going to hear anything from the CEO or the people that own the business. It's going to trickle down. I'm going to hear it from my boss, the foreman, because that's how the chain of command.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely.
So if something, so say for instance something happens with my senior foreman, then you can, if he runs a job, right, and he does it completely wrong and whatever, he makes his workers work all this stuff or whatever, he's going to get his job fired. But that's the problem with what's going on in the government, is because you cannot fire these people because they're elected officials.
And now you just stated the number one reason why government should not have as much power as it does.
Exactly, but that's why, like for me, I'm not for.
This is why private industry operates more efficiently and better than government, is because of that fact that you just stated. Yet we continuously vote people in that want to grow government and get more power, like Donald Trump.
I don't think so. I don't.
Donald Trump has not done one single thing to shrink the size of government.
I can tell you this right now. Trump is not doing this for his own personal game. I can tell you this.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't know any billionaire that will have his life, especially a person that loves his
It's not about money. It's about power. It's not about money. Once you have enough money, then all you want is power. He's an egotist and a narcissist. Of course, all he wants is power.
Trump has been talking about this for years.
Wait, what has he been talking about?
Other people have been taking advantage of our country for many years, and he's just been like, maybe somebody will come, and nobody has come. The foreign policies have been like people have been taking advantage of us.
Spoken like a true dictator and It's a, you know what? I'm going to say it, but that's exactly what Hitler said whenever he ran for office. Was that they would be taking advantage of Germany for so long. We need to establish ourselves and become a superpower, and it needs to be Germany first. It's exactly what Nazis say.
That hasn't even shown any selfishness. So like,
It's called nationalism.
in the 80s, we've been talking about trying to like, you know, maybe somebody will come in and turn our country around, but you know, there's a lot of people want to hear from him. He's like, no, it's not the type of person that he is. He's not that kind of person that would be like, you know what, it's a bad industry for that. You need a type of person that has a bad attitude to run this business. He knew what would happen if he were going.
Yeah, hey Champ, let me ask you real quick. Let me just cut you off real quick. Let me just go back that way I can understand what because we all kind of established that Trump didn't become president because of the money, because he wanted money. So tell me why you feel that he actually, so why did he become president in your perspective?
No, in my perspective, the reason why he became president is the reason why is because of Make America Great Again.
Okay, and what does that mean?
Why the name came from, the slogan came from, is because back in the 80s, back in the 90s, the 70s even, we were the leading country for manufacturing. We were the best. Like we had the cars, we had Ford, everything. Everybody bought from us because we make top quality items, top quality products. But at a certain point, things started to get cheaply made at an equally even product. So other people, while we were getting regulated, other people weren't getting regulated, and they would make the same cost. So people were leaving, companies were leaving. That's why we had that whole auto industry that was all messed up in 2009 during the Barack Obama, because companies couldn't keep up with manufacturing, you know, making good product with all these regulations.
Okay, so let me stop right there. So he wanted to. So he wanted because it was too much. So you believe he became president because you talked about the auto. You said make America great again, and you went on the auto, and then you talked about regulations. So he's trying to. Yeah, tell me, not in slogans and whatnot. I seen the MAGA hats, but tell me exactly why.
You got one.
yeah. So, but tell me why is it lower? So that he could like lessen regulations. Is that it? That way you can, because you did mention regulation.
Our country back to where, because you know what we all want as Americans. For me too.
Okay.
I just want to work, dude. That's all I want to work. But
to bring more jobs, then.
When you come into the manufacturing business and everything, there's a lot of work that's not here. It's gone. It's going overseas. Like for example, back in 2009, I used to work in the solar fields in California, and I got calls from my buddies that they're getting laid off, and I'm like, dude, how are you getting laid off? You're working at a steel mill. And he said, oh, they're shutting down. It's like, you guys been in business for 30 years. You guys are getting shut down. And I'm working like a lot. And I realized that the materials that we were getting to build our solar stuff weren't even coming from these steel mills.
Okay.
The very same things that these steel mills could make weren't coming from there. Where they were coming from, they're coming overseas. China, this, that. So all these others. So while my friends' jobs and all that, you know, we're getting laid off, lose their jobs and stuff like that. Like, how are we not independently on ourselves? Like, why can't we make our own steel mills? You know, why can't we make our own solar? Why can't we make our own galvanized pipes and stuff like that?
So it's to bring back jobs. That's why he became president.
To bring back jobs in manufacturing to the American.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's why he became president, to bring back, jobs internally here in America.
I feel that the reason why he became president
there we go.
was because he was getting tired of everybody taking advantage of the United States. That's mainly what I see.
Okay.
Like we're working to make other people rich. And I'm talking about other people. I'm talking about like make a difference because the United States is the number one people that buy products. So
We're the
we're
consumers.
buying so much more than we actually selling.
So here's the reality.
You know what I talk about?
Are you ready for the reality now? Well, all that you said is absolutely right. The things that he's done, deregulating industry, raising tariffs, lowering taxes, those are all great things to boost the economy, or to grow the economy in your country. What he's done though, okay, so you get revenue as a government, you get revenue from tariffs and taxes and other places. So what has happened as he's raised tariffs to China. So China, say they were paying $100 million in tariffs every per year. I don't know the numbers, so don't quote me on numbers, but just say $100 million China was paying tariffs before Trump. Trump raised the percentage of tariffs. Now, instead of being charged 5% under Obama, now Trump's charging them 25% tariffs. They're still only going to pay $100 million a year. So they're just gonna send less stuff. So less stuff. We're going to see less Chinese stuff in America, which isn't a bad thing, right? When this country was actually doing its best, was 150 years ago or so, economically and prosperous, we were actually earning most of our revenue. Government revenue was mostly coming from tariffs. That's why spices and stuff, imported spices and stuff were so expensive. It was like a big deal to buy something that was imported. It was because the tariffs were so high, it made that stuff more expensive. So those are great. But you notice when I said that China is still only paying $100 million a year. So he lowered the taxes. So he's getting less revenue from the taxes in country, and he's getting the same through the tariffs. So he's actually decreased the amount of revenue that the government is receiving without cutting spending anymore. He was on track to increase our deficit for 2020 more than any of the last 6 presidents combined. So that's how much deficit or debt he was going to increase just in 2020 before Corona happened. This is not even counting the pandemic. He was going to put our country in more debt than it had ever been, any president had ever done in a single year in history, because he didn't cut spending anywhere. He just reduced the amount of revenue. So this is where the executive has to come in line and be able to lead the government and where he had to get political, because our government doesn't cut spending anywhere because they buy votes. See, Trump just bought your vote with his boost for the economy.
They're practical.
So that's all they do is they boost. That's all they're doing is buying votes. He didn't cut spending anywhere. Eventually, this debt is going to explode. This bubble is going to pop, and it's going to hit the entire world is going to suffer for it. $28 trillion in debt. What do you have to say about Trump increasing our debt to the point where it's insurmountable? I mean, it's basically it's like $850,000 per American citizen. That's how much is owed. It's some outrageous amount. Like, it's more owed than an average citizen would make in a lifetime. Crazy.
Well, I don't know exactly like when, because now you're going more into stuff that I don't know really much about, but I can look into it and dive into it more. But like I have nothing to say that, because that's now you're getting like real crucial numbers and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not.
That's okay. And nobody has ever heard me say anything about how Trump boosted the economy. I think what he did was great. Yes, making American manufacturing better, or more attractive, making it more attractive for companies. That's how Texas stays so competitive. And that's why corporations will literally spend millions of dollars to move their company from California, high taxes, to Texas. Because it's lower tax. They will actually spend millions of dollars because they know they're going to make millions and save millions in Texas. So
well, a lot of them have been moving because of this coronavirus. They haven't been moving because of the.
No, this is historically. This is outside of coronavirus and everything. I mean, if you just look generally.
Because of this, what happened with the coronavirus? Like, since this coronavirus happened, happened, they were forcing these businesses to shut down. And they were,
Well, Texas did the same thing. So,
and other states were opening up.
well, Texas did the same thing. So, I mean,
Yeah, but
it's regardless. I mean, coronavirus aside,
like right now,
California and New York were dumpster fires before coronavirus ever existed. California, New York, Detroit, Michigan, you know, they're all dumpster fires
yeah,
before.
What kept people to stay in California was because, you know, LA, you know, the coming attractions, stuff like that. But when you shut down everything and, you know, you tell these people don't do this, people are going to have to leave. People are leaving. That's why a lot of people are leaving these states, you know, these blue states, and they're going to red states because they're open. Like,
So you didn't agree with Trump on the shutdown?
So you didn't agree that Trump should shut that? You don't agree with Trump shutting down the economy?
You didn't agree with him on that?
To what?
You didn't agree with Trump on the shutdown, shutting everything down?
No, for temporarily, yeah, sure. When we first did
What do
this
you?
in February,
What's the definition of
we were
temporary?
all together. We came together. We tried to shut down and everything. So okay, so we.
But it's
we
still
heard that,
ongoing
okay,
right
there's
now.
gonna be
But
like
do
a
you
month
agree
or so.
because he says it's still ongoing right now? Do you still?
Yeah, it's still like I live in Hawaii. We're still in shutdown.
Right.
Like businesses are supposed to be opening.
Well, we're in Texas and we're still in shutdown too.
So you don't agree with Trump on that, right?
What's that?
So you don't agree with Trump on that, right?
Trump agree on what?
On the shutdowns and how he handled that.
So I agree how he handled it, but that's the thing is it's up to each state because each state is different on how they handle it. You know, like here in Hawaii, after we got all the information that you know, like how we can really combat COVID and stuff like that, we should have been opening up and protecting some old people. But why are we still shut down? I don't know. You know, Trump is telling you to open up the economy. We're not open. You know, like we just opened like.
But you said it should be. You said it should be by state, though, right?
Right.
What's that?
You said it should be by state.
No, what you think?
That it should be by the state. That should be the state's decision whether to shut down or not. But you don't agree with your state's decision.
Exactly. It's up to the state because every state is different. So we cannot say that, you know, when this first started, he called for a national emergency. That's when everything was getting real, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so for the first month after, when we kind of went over that curve, then it's like, now what? Like, we can't stay shut down. You're not going to tell me stay in my house with a mask all day, every day. You know what I mean? Like, this is not going to happen. And then when we learn more and more about the stuff, it's like, dude, we need to fucking already open up. And he was already trying to open up, but I don't.
Rainwater.
Because of all
Right.
these cases, because of all this stuff, because of all the fear that everybody's putting into it with the media, telling people, you know, like over here in Hawaii, people used to hug each other. Now they're like, fucking, I come over there to try to hug them, and they look at me like weird. Like, I don't
Yeah,
wanna hug
you shouldn't be
like,
trying to hug people though right now. Not the best time. You said you be trying to hug people. That's your first mistake. Not right now. It's
Not unless
the
they got
time.
an I'm hugging button on.
Right.
Gotta have an I am hugging.
well,
We're getting
I know, but
bracelets.
This is my own family. Like, my
Oh
own
wow.
relatives, you know, like, relatives. And I'm like, dude, I want to hug. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, oh my God, the fucking fear that they put in you. Like,
That's
they're
true.
killing me. Dude, I go out every day thinking I don't even know if I'm going to even come back. And you guys can tell me that this fucking virus is going to give me scare. I get scared if I get hit by a car more than this virus. Like, I go out, if I drive, I have a more likely chance to get into an accident, which I'm not going to make, than getting this virus, dying from this virus. I have other more important things to worry about than coronavirus right now.
I think that's the consensus of the majority of people. So
So are you pro-life?
Me, I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life to a certain extent. I agree that some people want to do abortion, but there has to be a limit to abortion and stuff like that.
Oh, explain.
You can't just like tell me right straight up. Well, did you know that the Democrats now are announcing they want to redo the Constitution?
Okay, but are you pro-life?
I am pro-life. I care about babies, but to an extent of there needs to be a certain limit to where you know when to, when abortion is not allowed.
And we should trust our government to put that limit.
You can have abortion all the way up to 9 months. It's like, dude, that's fucking wrong. Like, you're
So-
actually killing a person in there.
So we should trust government to impose that limit on abortions.
No, I don't want government to be in my business. That's the thing. There needs to be a way where we can try and do stuff like this. But like, that's what the left want us to do, is to have government do everything. I'm like, I want less government in my life. Like, I want to be able to, like.
Well, that's the Trump policy. It's all up in it.
Maybe like a beer to take. You know what I mean? But that's not fucking legal.
All right. Okay.
True. Nobody's gonna make it legal. So do you think they should decriminalize all drugs?
Government to tell me everything I gotta do, like how to wipe my ass and stuff like that. Like, nah, dude, like I know how to run my own life. Just take care of my border, make sure no fucking Russian airplanes flying over my head, dropping bombs and shit like that. Make that all good. And
I'm not sure.
do it the way I want to do it.
I'm not sure if our border. I don't think our border is going to protect us from Russian airplanes flying over our heads.
Play like Walking Dead.
Right.
Sure. All right, Chad. Appreciate it, man. Thanks
All
for
right.
the call, dude.
Yeah, and Champ, one thing, have you Trump?
See you guys later, man.
Yeah, one more question. Have you forgiven your mother?
What's that?
Hey, dude, have you seen Jesse Peterson?
Have you forgiven your mother?
You can't just come off with that, man.
Are you an angry person?
On earth, dude. Like, I'm a walking god on this earth.
But have you forgiven
He's
your
a
mother?
5%er. Yeah, but have you forgiven your mother?
No, I haven't.
Oh man,
I must have been a heartache.
you got to
have
do that, man.
You have to do that for
You gotta
which
do that, man.
for okay.
For poisoning you against your dad.
Against you.
Is that what he said? You got what he says, right? I got it.
You got it. For
Yeah.
what she allowed your dad to do.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
"Come on."
I think you thought we were just. Appreciate your call, Chaz, man.
For
Good
sure.
stuff, man. Good stuff. We're just teasing you, man. It's Jesse Peterson.
That's Jesse.
Sorry, forgive your mom
He's
for
a funny-
poisoning you against your dad.
We gotta end all calls like that.
Yeah, no, right.
Absolutely.
Have you forgiven your mother?
That's your
Jesse, maybe we get Jesse on the show.
Get Jesse. Jesse would come on too.
You think he would?
He would have you on.
He would have me
He
on?
would have you on.
You should message him.
He would have you on.
Because you gotta edify somebody else. See, I can't just say, "Hey Jesse, I want to come on your show." But if you say, "Hey Jesse, you should get this libertarian dude on your show," he hasn't forgiven his mother yet.
I'll probably do that. I'll do that. He'll get you on for sure. Don't let him get you.
Oh, he's gonna get me. for
He
sure.
gonna get
I won't walk off. I
you.
don't know where he's at though. I
Oh,
don't know if he does virtual or not. So.
it is virtual. All those things are virtual.
Hey, did you see who I'm getting on the show next Tuesday?
Oh yeah, he had a senator. Or
Yeah,
someone.
I'm getting
For sure.
the Libertarian candidate for U.S. Senate.
That's cool. That is dope.
Kerry McKinnon is going to be on next Tuesday with me. So please spread the word. I want you guys to come with your best libertarian questions. Kerry is a longtime libertarian, about as long as me. Going on 10 years now. He's held office. I don't know if he's held office in the party, but he's worked within the party. LP Texas. He was the county or not the county. He was the county coordinator. Yeah, he was the county
Nice.
coordinator. So he was basically in
That's
charge
awesome.
of all of us county chairs. And he's running against John Cornyn and MJ Hager for U.S. Senate in Texas. So.
Nice.
So yeah, it's I'm pumped.
That's
I'm
awesome.
fired up
That's
for
awesome.
it, man. It's like I was thinking because I was thinking about how it in the Bible it says, "Ask and you shall receive." Right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people take that as like whatever I ask for, God's going to give me. I don't take it like that. I take ask and you shall receive as in if you don't ask, then you're not going to receive.
Yeah. Just ask.
So you have to ask for something that you want. So I was like, I need to get some libertarians on.
yeah.
And I'm like, I was going to start at the top, which would have been Joe Jorgensen. And I'm like, no, I could go Joe. I was tempted to ask Spike,
Okay.
but I'm kind of afraid he would have said yes,
Okay.
Spike would just steal my show. So,
Right.
but I will try to get Spike on
cool.
eventually. I think he would be great to have on the
That's
show.
cool.
And he does small YouTube, so
That's nice.
he's a podcaster. So.
Right.
So he likes support. And they're really big about supporting, those of us down here in the trenches trying to make liberty work for everybody. So, yeah, I got Kerry McKinnon. He's the next one down. So you got president and then Senate. So he's running for U.S. Senate. I asked him, and he's like, I can't do it this Tuesday, but I'm definitely available next Tuesday. So I'm going to be marketing this to El Paso and Texas.
Right. So do you believe that? Abortion is regulating murder?
I believe that abortion is murder.
So it's legalized murder, basically.
Legalized murder. Yeah.
Legalized.
I guess you could say that. Yeah. Why is it legalized murder?
I'm just
why is it the reason why it's legalized murder is because we've allowed government to have control of it. If government didn't have control of it, then we could just leave it to science, and when science determines the beginning of life, then they would determine that life would be murder. So now we've allowed politics to get involved, and it will never be solved. It's a societal issue. It's a societal issue. It's not anything that government can fix with legislation. It's society. Society has to come together. Eventually, we will evolve as a society and come together in the belief that life begins at conception. That will happen. It will happen eventually. As a society, we'll elevate to this level of knowledge and realize that's a fact, and we'll move on in our lives, and abortion will no longer be an issue. It'll be like slavery. We elevated our thinking to believe that slavery was no longer a humane act. Prior to that, people don't understand. Prior to that, it was unheard of. It was unconscionable to think that you couldn't own slaves. It was like what if you would have said like
it was kind of
I don't believe it. I don't believe that you should own slaves. 500 years ago, if you'd have said I don't believe you should own, people would be like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Right?
Are you stupid? That's what they would have said.
It was the norm.
Yeah. So that's the thing. And I think, and I always relate it like that. Same thing with smoking. They thought smoking was healthy. And now we've elevated ourselves now to where we know. And eventually, I think that's what will happen. I think honestly, the fact that government is involved with it is actually slowing down the process of abortion actually becoming of us elevating beyond that point. So,
speaking of slowing down, Jordan wants to know: do we think wearing masks is slowing down COVID-19? Yes, but that's not a good thing.
Excellent. Exactly. Evolve is exactly right. So I predicted, and I was telling Evolve about it. I predicted you go back. I know you won't do it. I know you won't do it because we got a 2-hour podcast. So it's a lot of 2-hour watching. But if you go back towards the beginning, when I first started talking about herd immunity on the podcast and stuff, how I was saying when they started doing the lockdowns and stuff like that, and there were some doctors that came out from California. They ended up getting unlicensed or whatever for it, but they came out and was talking about how we build our immune systems by coming in contact with each other, sharing our bacteria, and breathing on each other and everything else. That these bacteria and stuff actually in a microbiological way build up our immune systems. And I was stating it way back then. I was like, what's going to happen? Those doctors are the ones that said October. I was like, they're exactly right. Because when you go into lockdown and people wearing masks and stuff, we're not breathing on each other. We're not sharing those germs and sharing those bacteria and stuff. So what happened was they started opening up just a little bit. And then, people are sick of it. Let's face it, they're sick of wearing masks. They're sick of, being in confinement, not going to the parks. So people are starting to just, I'm tired of this and go out. And even those doctors said now, because you've been wearing that mask all the time, protecting yourself from all the bacteria that would have been building your immune system is weaker than ever. And that's exactly why we're having the exact October spike that those doctors talked about from California, 6 months ago or 8 months ago. Those doctors had mentioned it. So everybody's immune system is weakened due to this stuff, except for mine, because I do probiotics. I do multiple probiotics, vitamin C boost, massive vitamins. And, I have not really protected myself at all from this. Only where it was absolutely
Except
necessary.
for mine, because I kiwi.
Have you seen me and Evolve not do a podcast or not wear masks, or actually wear masks?
Wear masks.
So no, I don't. I think it did, but like he said, I think it slowed down COVID, but that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Because now our immune systems are weaker than ever. So more people are going to end up going to the hospital because, the fact is this thing ain't going away until we get herd immunity. Until enough people get it and get immune to it, it's not going to go away.
I mean, slowing down is
And
not
now
eliminating.
all you did was lower everybody's immune system, and I'll get even sicker from it now.
Yeah, it's not
It's
slowing
just-
down. It's not eliminating.
Right.
I mean, we eliminated worldwide through it was no one else to get. We did. Was it smallpox?
Look at Sweden, people.
Smallpox
Look at
was
Sweden.
eliminated.
It is coming out now that Sweden had the right answer. And they did very, very little. They didn't shut down their economy. I think they limited, or actually, I think it was just an advisory that they restricted nursing homes and stuff like that in Sweden. So, in the middle of this pandemic in like April, May, because, let's face it, when the sun comes out in Sweden, everybody's going outside.
Mm-hmm.
They've got ugly winters over there. So you know what I mean? So they just had video, like people just walking around, no masks, no nothing, huge gatherings in the middle of the town and stuff. Like they probably do.
So El Paso was named number 3 in Texas.
We were national news.
And
You
like
see
the
national news.
highest spike. And
This right here is El Paso made national news, man.
yeah, and then
take the virus seriously. And
but guess what?
Expert tonight saying the next 6
Whereas right next door, their testing is not free. It's $200 to $700 to get testing. They don't have free testing sites over there. The mayor, they don't do free testing. There's no. So all of them are coming, and everyone's coming here to El Paso, right on the border, where I can get it free instead of paying. So think about it. While El Paso, out of all even there's massive bigger states and counties in Texas, and no one think about it. Okay, why would this little place El Paso?
And those numbers
Which
are
is
counting towards us?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
because they're coming over.
So
the
this
border.
big spike is
This whole spike is them because they're all coming over because
do they
it's $200 to
separate
$700. And this is
And
what
it's
they were
free
talking
in El
about, and it's free in El Paso. We are free. We've got several.
yeah.
So that's why this little place, no one thought about. Hey, the border right next to Mexico, and you got Austin and all them there, but El Paso.
There's 4 million people in Juarez.
Yeah,
Juarez is 4 times
Everyone
the size
is
of El Paso.
and that's what I'm saying. This is why we're having
4
this
times.
spike, but zero people talks about that. And it ranges from 2. And the actual mayor over there was talking about how they have to pay. They can't have 3 sites and whatnot.
Because they don't have that much taxpayer money.
Yeah, so and they can't do
Because of
that.
corruption. Too.
So
They've corrupted themselves into brokenness.
yeah, so they all are coming.
The cartels
over.
can't benefit from free testing.
So there's these massive loads of people, and that's why Low El Paso is getting it. It's not even. That's what I'm saying. The testing. That's why our testing went crazy up. And you look at the El Paso testing numbers, it's set to go up 130% in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, the testing, or as people getting tested, just like that. I can go up 130% just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, people must be coming.
Yeah, right.
If you're gonna go up in the last 3 weeks, so there's that.
So this is like El Paso among several cities struggling to contain COVID-19. Darkest days ahead, like the next 6 months.
But ain't mentioning that.
It's in here. See. 220,000 people dead. How many people died from car accidents this year?
Man.
It's been like 5,000 right here in Texas, so I can imagine it's probably pretty close to that.
Wow.
It is nuts, dude. Hey, look, Joe's. What's going on with Joe? Oh, look, Joe's live right now. Why is she always live when I'm live? Joe, you quit being live when I'm live.
Joe is live. Speaking of that, you got the presidential election.
Yeah, we got.
Thursday.
Thursday we got the presidential debate. We'll
You
be
got
going.
the,
You gonna be coming over for that too?
Yeah, I like the president. I like.
Should be fun. We gotta have a good.
I
fun.
want the.
Do you think it's going to be as much interruptions? Do you think Trump's going to?
There it is.
Think Trump's going
It's
to use some
comical.
restraint?
So fun.
You think he's going to use some restraint?
No, I think his camp is telling them to keep it up, keep on what they're doing. I'm pretty sure.
It's working, man.
Yeah, I think his camp is.
You're rallying your base of racists.
I think this camp is gonna tell him. Like, if I was his campaign,
You're rallying your base of
manager,
racists and evangelicals.
I would've
How do
told
you
them
bulk
keep
those
it
two
up.
together? How do
we
Republicans
should
do that?
get Maria on.
We should. For what? For the debate? No,
No,
she's
she's
gonna.
not. Yeah, she.
I will. She keeps saying that she wants to come
She
on.
wants some. We gotta save her for the Halloween thingy. No, the election day.
It'd be kind of like
It's in 2 weeks, right?
it should be kind of like Champs. I think that's what I was thinking when Champs was talking. I
Yeah.
was like, this is kind of how I would picture
Picture her
interview with
with Maria.
she's a really but really what I want to get, and we're gonna do this. We'll do this with Marie. Yeah, we'll have to get scheduled with Marie. She's a really good friend. She's Christian, very Christian.
Yes, very.
Very. And she's a big Trump supporter. So what I want to get her on and talk
Plus, I have
about is how
Bethany. She's
she's
going to come on and talk with my evolvers about the whole corona and the spike and everything.
She
and
was-
how-
she was
yeah,
Bethany?
she's going to come on the evolvers, more of a hip hop and.
she into hip hop.
Yeah, she's not going to do hip hop. She's just going to come on and I'm going to tell them I do an interview.
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta let me know when that
With
happens.
Bethany. Yeah.
I'll definitely jump on it. With Bethany?
Yeah, with Bethany.
That'd be cool.
Because she's a Republican and I was saying, yeah, I got some Republican supporters and I got a different base and whatnot. She's like, yes.
So I'm gonna send out I'm gonna start.
Get on.
I'm really gonna start this week. I really want to start pushing social media with the getting Carrie McKinnon on. So I want to send it to Bethany and
Right.
Jaime Piñero. He's the Republican Liberty Caucus.
Oh, okay.
He is not a big fan of Cornyn,
No.
so I think he would be real interested in what Carrie has to say. So I'm just really going to promote this Carrie interview.
Okay, cool deal.
For local in Texas, because I mean this guy's on the ballot. He's going to be on your ballot in Texas, and
Texas.
in
Good
Texas.
stuff.
So I think I want to do a town hall style.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to hit him up on things like police reform and immigration, since we're right on the border, and COVID, the typical questions that he'll be prepared for. And then, but I really want to open it up to, the audience. Like at the beginning, I figured while people are coming in, I'll ask him those questions so he can give us his spiel, give us his little introduction. And then I want, hopefully to get 10 or 15, at least 10 or 15 El Pasoans in here.
Okay.
To just drill them on it. Just give them your best shot. Because Carrie is a very, very articulate libertarian. So
Cool.
It'd be good. So
Yeah, I'll promote it. You promote it on Facebook quite a bit. Get them in. That'd be cool.
and do you think Jordan says that he hopes that the debate will go better than the last one? It depends on what you consider better, because I found it extremely entertaining and I thought it was awesome. You know
I'm
what?
trying to think of what they're gonna hit on though this
'Cause-
time. It all depends on what what they want. So
So the reason why I like the debate so much is because this person right here won. she got more stuff on her website, more hits on her website, crashed her website, more Google searches. She was trending on Google after that debate.
There's got to
So,
be something better. People were like, "This guy."
That debate was beautiful. I don't think you can get much better.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
That's funny.
I think the only thing that would be better is if Trump and Biden just came out on stage and hugged each other, maybe give a little kiss or something.
There
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Your little
Love it.
cup, little cup.
That would have been awesome. That would have been.
That would make it better.
That would
Otherwise, I thought it was perfect. I thought it was
be interesting. It'd be very fun. I always think Trump makes it entertaining.
So what you got going on this week?
Oh man, like I said, I've got two. I don't know. I've been doing quite a few interviews. I'm trying with that now. Like I said, Bethany, and I've got that rapper I did and Grizzy. That's what I said. We start building up something like that. It'd be good when you do have like big interviews like that, like with your senator. We're
Have an
be building
audience,
up with us. Start building up that kind of that multi verse far as that Joe Rogan style of topics. That wide range.
That's kind of what
we
I'm going
have
for,
us three.
so.
That's what I was telling Grizzly, and Grizzly has a good audience. I have a good audience, and they come through these chats. So, and it's a good way for all three, and plus we start to build that out. And you have that yearly thing, so
yeah, I can get 10 people on here.
you can get all three of us looking good.
Yep.
We'll probably try to
How many can you get on with the free one?
free one. I think it was 5.
Oh, okay, that's not
That's
bad.
pretty,
That's not
still
bad.
pretty good.
So you can get Bethany, Marie, and then me if I want to jump on there. And
Yeah, we'll do them all. We'll
Yeah.
do you all.
throw some blows at some Republicans.
Exactly.
Nah, I like, Bethany and Marie are both good people. So
They are.
they're just misguided. That's all.
They
Just
are.
misguided. We just gotta.
Bethany,
we gotta be
Bethany
the-
is a little bit more
We gotta
closer.
we gotta be the.
I think,
what is
than
it, the
Marie.
lamp to their feet and the light
There you
for their
go.
path. That's what the lamp to the feet
Yeah.
and the light for the
Yeah.
path. That's what you got to be, man.
I do. And
Got to guide them. Got to guide them
what
back
it
to the
is.
ways of liberty.
That's what it is, man.
Kanye's on the ballot, man. I saw somebody posted their ballot.
Is he
for
really?
Kanye on it.
Oh, sure.
There's some princess on there too.
Some
I don't know what state this ballot was from.
I don't know. I think
Somebody actually took, and you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to take a picture of your ballot.
No.
No, you can't. Supposed to take cameras into the polling places. At least in Texas. You
You
can.
gotta find.
I don't know where this guy was from.
Where's the easiest place to get
Bowling,
on the ballot?
Bowling YMCA.
No, where's the easiest?
Oh, to
place
get your
on the
ballot?
ballot?
Your
We
sample
gotta
ballot?
find. No, to get on the ballot.
To get on the ballot?
Yeah.
Oh, the
What's
easiest state?
I think I'm gonna do that next year. Leave on.
It'll be evolved.
I
What are you going to run for?
don't know. I'm gonna run for something. Just for
Not
I'm-
Texas,
I'm
because
gonna
they're
get-
charging filing fees now.
see now. See, I want. It's just for. I might get on there
You have to look.
for fun. No, I'm gonna be serious. But anyway,
Why don't you run as a libertarian?
I'm not running.
Run as a
For
libertarian.
for sure.
Just be a name.
Yeah.
No, serious. I mean, it's like a just.
I got bigger stuff that I'm.
No, you don't have to do anything though. You just submit your name as a libertarian, and then they just put it on the ballot and give people a libertarian to vote for. I mean, the worst thing that could happen would be that a bunch of people really hate their government and
I
elect
know.
you. And then you go, what? That one?
And then I'll be blaming
You don't have to campaign or anything. They like when I decided to run for state senate, they said, are you just gonna be you just running to put your name on the ballot so there's a libertarian there, or are you actually going to campaign?
Boom.
So because I mean that's the thing is that people need to see that there are libertarians out there. So
Caleb was campaigning. I haven't heard from him. I tried to reach out to him.
you see his picture on downtown,
No.
like coming down I-10 as you're passing downtown. It says locally owned tropical smoothies, and it's got him and his wife with their tropical smoothies. Yeah, billboard, man.
You got
Oh,
billboard?
there's Caleb.
I didn't see that. Where at?
Oh, right after downtown, like right where the train station thing is.
Okay.
Like
That's
as
a-
you like
That's funny.
yeah, right as you're coming downtown, like getting on the freeway coming from downtown.
I ain't put that money into something else now.
Okay.
Good for
It's
them.
been up there for a while now.
Have
I keep
it?
forgetting to, I'm keeping to take a picture of it.
Oh shoot!
As I'm driving by, I send it to
I
you.
haven't seen it. That's funny.
Yeah, people are crazy if they vote for Kanye. It's just a protest vote.
That's it. He said, "What's it?"
That's what I got all offended when Michelle was talking about. This is not the time to be wasting your vote on joke candidates and stuff. And I thought she was calling out libertarians, but I think she was actually calling out Kanye. She was calling because somebody I think said that. It was like she was talking about Kanye, not Joe Jorgensen. I was like, let's still.
It probably was.
This
Makes sense.
This
That
is
does
not a
make
time to be wasting. Don't you think that we've wasted our votes on Democrats and Republicans for long enough? Isn't it time to vote for some real change? Right there.
There you go. She says real change,
Real
real
change.
people.
Real change, real people.
There you go.
So what happened?
Share your screen. Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I still haven't even messed with it a whole lot since I got this.
StreamYard's got so much stuff going on.
I know. I need to fix this too. I need to get rid of the black background.
There you go.
And make it bigger. Or
Make
something.
it bigger. Yeah, stretch it out. Put it right there.
I don't know if I can do that or not.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm still
apparently.
here. How you guys?
So what I think I'd have to do is make it square like that, like this
Mhm.
one. I could make it square. I don't know, somehow maybe put Libertarian Dave at the bottom and the torch on the top,
Oh.
or the torch Libertarian. Like maybe the T in Libertarian would be the cross with the torch. Ooh,
That's a
look
good
at me
idea.
getting some branding going.
It's a good idea. That's some good stuff.
Oh, let me put up my stuff, man.
You got stuff to put up.
All kinds of stuff, man. I got all these things. Boom.
There you go. You gonna do a poll?
I should do Twitter. Can I do a poll? Oh, a Twitter poll.
A Twitter poll.
I forgot the other stuff I was going to talk about now.
Libertarian. Yeah, all types of notifications nowadays.
Because I get all these notifications for all of these Libertarian Party of Culberson County. One new like. I get.
Rolling.
I'm not that popular. Dan Fishman, Dan Fishman is the. So this was a comment I posted. The Democrat was talking during the Indiana governor debate, and he was talking about, man, we'll do that court stuff later. We need to protect the people. We need to lock down the economy, and we need to protect people. We'll do the court things later. And I was like, due process later. Where have I heard that before? It was Donald Trump, and he was talking about guns. He's like, take their guns now, due process later.
Yeah.
Whoa. Constitution?
Yep.
Constitution much? So that's why I posted that. And then Dan Fishman, who's the, let's see, he's the media director or something for LP National. He works for Libertarian Party, the National Libertarian Party. He replied with Republicans and Democrats don't like it when you quote the Constitution. It's true.
That's true.
It's true. When was the last time you hear him talk? Well, I don't know. The Republicans like to talk about the Constitution all the time. Even Biden brought up the Constitution. I was like, whoa, did he say something about Constitution? I was like, oh, so what was he talking about, though?
I know they had it during their commercials. Every commercial during
Biden was talking about the...
Wasn't it the 15th Amendment?
He went from like the 5th to the 15th or something like that.
Yeah.
He skipped like all of
He skipped all that.
It's like the 5th, it was the 15th one.
Yeah.
But he said something about, I was like, but, the Constitution, take the whole. You got to take the whole. Can't just piecemeal it,
Yeah.
It's our Constitution.
Voting is where it is.
Yeah.
Do a poll.
Do a poll?
Poll on.
I got to get back to Twitter. Hold on.
Let's see. Cashapp, the Marino 40.
I had to put Twitch in there too.
Huh? Yeah, but all that good stuff.
I didn't do a Twitch stream this Saturday because I was busy. What is this?
South Korea. Some types of people.
I don't get it, but anyways.
No. Oh,
Where's Me Too with these allegations against Hunter Biden? Me Too, the sexual assault thing?
Yeah.
Is there allegations against Hunter Biden for
I don't
sexual
know. It
assault?
says something's about to come out, and he's trying to get votes in right now
I like
before
this.
it comes out.
Don't tread on anyone.
I don't know too much about it.
You want to watch the Dallas Cowboy fan video again?
Oh God, that was messy, man.
That's hilarious.
That was such a mess. Wow, that's a little bit too much.
How come everybody's leaving this group?
Eagles. Oh well, the two. There were three high school. Three of them were high school players, and the high school teacher, the high school coach told them not to go to church, not to do anything. And he said church, any recreational, anything that would put them in contact and in danger of the season. This is what Jake, the first one that left. He's like, hey, I can't. My coach said for us not to go to church, not to do to anything that would end. I was like, wow, yikes. Yeah, it's like you better watch that. Yeah, but he's anything that would endanger, but because high school they're still meeting and playing and whatnot. So
I saw him champing out there practicing.
Yeah,
on the way home.
So they don't want to endanger their football season and whatnot. So the coach said don't do anything where they.
Yeah. If you're going to endanger yourself, you need to do it at my practice.
Right. Right. I was like, so you're dropping.
Isn't that weird, man? Me and my doc was talking about that too. I was like, isn't it weird how
they can't.
How I guess Corona doesn't affect people like it doesn't affect people at Walmart, but it does at bars. You know what I mean? Like for some reason at Walmart, I guess you don't. Even though there's more people touching more stuff.
No, every time I hear bars, I think of what's his name? Saying I was right. I was right. I told you. Bars. Shut down. Every time I think of bars, though. And my like ride past a bar.
I don't understand the logic of the left.
They're gonna shut them down.
I don't understand the logic of the left. I saw somebody wearing a Biden-Harris shirt. So I mean, you heard Champ, right? So Champ tells you what, at least, you can say that about Trump. I mean, but once, like I challenged him to go a little further into it, so, but at least Trump has given his people something they can talk good about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but when I see somebody that supports Biden and Harris, I honestly want to ask them, without emotion or anything else, without mentioning Trump, can you tell me one thing that you like about Biden and Harris? One thing that you think is good without mentioning Donald Trump. I mean, I can, if you came to me about that with Joe Jorgensen, I could go through a laundry list. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of what I like about Joe Jorgensen over Donald Trump or Joe Biden. So, I mean, I honestly think libertarians are the only ones that could give you a laundry list of what's good about their candidate versus the other two. The other two really just only hang their hats on what's bad about the other one. Except Trump can point to his economic solutions or whatever. And eventually maybe that will balance itself out as the tariffs start to bring in more money.
Yeah.
But right now they're not. So he has not increased the amount of revenue through tariffs at all, period, much less, counterbalancing how much he reduced taxes. So he undermined our economy by increasing our debt because our debt is nothing but taxes we pay later. So it's just
Right.
So yeah, but that's at least Trumpians have something they can say was good.
Right. So what is this poll gonna be?
I don't know, man. I put it up. It's gonna be 4 though. It's always got to be
4. Maybe something about Corona.
It's got to be something liberty related. So who's the best YouTuber? Evolve, Libertarian Dave, Joe Rogan, No, because Rogan would win. Huh? Everybody loves Rogan.
Yeah, even my fans. I want to do something on how about like
Who is Evolve going to vote for?
how can we
Are you pro-life?
I am pro-life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody
how
was
can-
asking. I was like, I'm not going to answer for you.
Oh yeah, of course.
From conception?
Yeah. How can we look? How can we eliminate the coronavirus? And then let's come up with 4.
The best solution to this pandemic. That's it. Let's do that. The best solution to this pandemic. The best solution to this pandemic.
COVID-19.
Should I put COVID-19?
Yeah, you should put that in there or something.
To this COVID-19 pandemic. Choice number 1.
Shut it
do
down.
Nothing. Do nothing. Noting?
Nothing.
Nothing. Do nothing. Should I put Sweden? Sweden.
That's good.
Choice number 2.
Shut down.
Complete and total lockdown.
Lock her up.
Complete
Lock her.
complete lockdown quarantine. Oh yeah. Complete lockdown. And then we'll put Cali.
There you go.
The California solution. Gotta get 4.
You gotta have something funny in there, like pray, call to Jesus.
Oh, no. So if you're gonna do that, if we're gonna do that, then a scripture. Use a scripture. We'll put a scripture.
Okay.
How Jesus, what's a scripture that would be like for protection? The armor of God one, right? Don the armor of God. That's it. Don armor. What is that? What scripture is it though? It's at the end of one of the books.
Thinking of something else, but yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, because I was trying to go off of your thing because you're gonna put Jesus in parentheses for that thing.
Yeah.
So it would be something like what Jesus would do, like he healed the leprosy, like he put mud in the eyes of the blind, something along. Like he put mud.
Oh yeah,
in
mud,
the-
and then
the guys
mud in your eyes, and
Yeah.
then put the scripture and put Jesus.
yeah, so got rid of leprosy. It was binding and loosing.
Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of God. So do that? Armor of God or mud in the eyes?
No, that armor of God is good.
Armor of God's good.
That's good.
Okay.
Put on the armor of God.
I don't know if I have enough room.
That's a good one though.
Armor of God. Ephesians. Hopefully, I got enough room. Ephesians 6:11. Oh.
No.
Just that. Ephesians 6:11.
Okay, that's good.
You only get 25 characters.
Do nothing. Complete lockdown. Armor of God. What is the media?
Oh, no.
What is the media doing?
No. Oh, no.
Because we could put media. In
we create another another tragedy.
Misdirection.
Yeah. Create another emergency or create another
Talk about hornets.
murder hornets.
Murder hornets.
Create a
diversion like type deal or
create a diversion. CNN.
yeah. No, I got it. Give him a stimulus. Give him a stimulus.
Stimulus. Stimulus. Okay, so who's the stimulus for?
Stimulus. We'll put stimulus check. Because that's how they.
It's gonna win, dude. So who's the stimulus check? Libertarian Dave and Evolve. I don't have enough room. But here, we'll just see if I can fit
Yeah, that's good.
our solution.
Nah. Stimulus check. Who's giving that? Government gov.gov. There you go. Oh yeah, that's
2 days? Yeah, because
2
we'll talk
days.
about it on Thursday.
right. That's funny.
Who should I put on this?
Oh.
Hashtags and ats.
Yeah, we gotta get under that COVID hashtag. Obviously, that's gonna be.
Hashtag COVID.
No, that was trending. I seen COVID trending. It was like number 2. What was that hashtag? Where's my phone? You should do it under the hashtag that's trending.
I don't say obviously AOC and thank you nurses.
No.
Watching AOC?
It was like number 3 this morning. I was looking at. Can you show more? Oh,
AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is playing Among Us live on Twitch right now,
it's trending.
and it's trending.
Good night. Yeah, you don't want to. Show more real quick. See if it goes.
Where'd it go?
Oh shoot!
But not a loss.
No. How you? Well, why you lost it? Go ahead, hit trending
Let me go.
right here, so I can see what that tag was. Scroll down. I seen this more, so it shouldn't have went way too down. Nigeria is trending.
Chris Pratt. There's another celebrity.
Yeah, stuff don't trend that long. Twitch is trending.
Love T-Mobile 5G. What? How is I Love T-Mobile 5G trending?
Oh shoot! Big stuff is happening.
Twitch is trending. Oh, because Cortez is on there.
Yep.
Free tacos is trending. Free tacos is trending.
Yeah, because you know Taco Bell and Wendy's got into a big Twitter battle today.
I didn't see it, man.
Now they were
Steal a base, steal a taco. That's what the free tacos is. Blame black men is trending.
in response to a tweet from some black men
Perpetuating the patriarchy. Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I got off the training. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, COVID-19.
Oh, I'm putting at. That's why it's not coming out.
Yeah, hashtag.
It's supposed to be a hashtag.
Sucker. Hashtag
COVID.
There we go. Yeah, it is trending.
Right. That's how you know the podcast is about over.
So we got COVID-19.
See, we put it all into this thing, man. Because so after 2 hours, it's like we ain't got nothing left.
Nothing.
So I don't know what this 24-hour stream is going to be on election. Because so we started, we're going to go midnight to midnight. Oh, yeah, we didn't even announce that officially, huh?
We got it.
But we are. We're going to put out a schedule and everything.
Yeah, we are.
On Twitter. So if you're not following on Twitter, make sure you follow on Twitter.
Follow.
And so we're going to put out a schedule. Debbie and Kate said they're going to come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she wants to.
Like for an interview?
Yeah, for
What?
an interview, and
That is
she's gonna bring some of her parents and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, from her theater, and
That's awesome.
talk about her
Hey,
theater stuff.
that's
and
cool.
So she said, I think 2 p.m. I think it was Eastern time, so probably around noon time.
Oh, shoot.
So it'd be like 11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We gotta start working.
So hey, and if anybody else out there,
Yeah.
especially even I'm gonna hit up some of the Twitter people that like to hit.
You don't
me
have
up
to
all
have
the
a
time.
business
Drama.
or whatnot.
Hey, drama.
You don't.
I'm
have
gonna
to
send a
have business.
personal invite to Drama Alerts that if you would like a block during the 24-hour podcast to come on for an interview, I'll invite you. Just let me know what time period works good for you,
You
and
gonna
we
talk
will
to him
put
for
you
your
on the
hour?
schedule.
You gonna talk to him during your you and Drama?
Yeah, I talk to him.
Oh, good.
You're not gonna talk to him?
Well, that would be my that'd be your shit.
We don't want to talk to him. You're avoiding it. Huh?
I ain't got time for that. That's all he wants. You're giving him what he wants.
I know.
He just wants to.
He don't want to talk to me. He wants to talk to you.
That's it. No, I'll be here. It's all good.
It's all good.
I'm messing. Yeah, COVID, and then just put Democrats, Republicans. Boom. Hashtag Democrats, hashtag Republicans. That's it, man.
And Joe Rogan.
And Joe Rogan. Boom.
I at Joe Rogan and everything.
Yeah.
It's like you should at Marshall Mathers and everything.
I should. Most of the stuff.
I at Marshall. I tagged him in that picture.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So maybe he was watching. He
Dang.
might be one of these 6 that are
Might
watching
be
right
one
now.
of those 6. Check.
M, what's up, man?
What up, man?
I liked your 80s stuff. Your new stuff, I'm not too sure about, man.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. But I did you back in the day, man. Really? Democrats and Republicans? Democrats for Trump? What? I don't want what? And Democrats and Republicans. Why?
Huh? Because we're getting both sides, audience.
But I mean, what's that have to do with COVID? With this stuff?
It's just the people. It doesn't.
Okay.
Oh.
What about hashtag libertarians?
Hashtag Libertarians, yeah. It's the people.
Watch how far I have to type this thing out before it comes up. Still didn't do it. Still no? AR. Libertarian.
Right.
I had to type it all the way out, really. Then hashtag T-Lot. You know what
T-
T-Lot is?
I don't.
Top libertarians on Twitter.
Oh.
It's me.
So do hashtag Black Twitter.
Really?
You never heard of Black Twitter? Of course you have.
No.
It's a scary place.
What do you want me to put that here for then?
It's just black people. Twitter. Black Twitter right there. You should take a look at it. It's very intellectual.
You're setting me up.
I did not say. No, it's Black Twitter. It's black people's Twitter.
But I'm not black, so I'm not putting that. They're not going to click on de-evolve. You sure it's a black Twitter?
I'm gonna share the black.
They're going to be like, what do you want?
What do you want? Why are you here?
Like, I saw I got in a fight at the Black Panther Party.
No, that's good.
I'm sorry
Armor
I
of
got
God.
in a fight
Oh
at
shoot,
the
we
Black-
got Armor of God. We got to put something Christian. We got to tag.
Oh, yeah. How about Christians?
Yeah, Christians. Boom. Bam.
Should we at somebody on this?
Yeah, add let's do someone local that might look at this because he has control of our.
How about the mayor?
Yeah, mayor. What's his name?
Margot.
Margot. Yeah. There you go.
Mayor D. Margot right there.
Boom.
He said local. Nope. He gonna get some on his Twitter and be like, "What the heck is this? How did I get tagged?"
All right. I was like, yo, that's good.
All right, it's tweeted. Go vote, people. Give me ponies. Look at this.
Oh, shoot.
Look at Vermin. To prepare for my victory as duly elected president in the 2020 election, Team Supreme shirts are now 20% off.
Oh, you should get you one.
Yep. Vermin Supreme 420. Free stonies for all instead of ponies. 2020, The Working Dead. That's right. The Working Dead. Because it's zombie powered, right? A zombie powered economy.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Vermin Supreme 2020. Free ponies for all.
That's pretty good.
Vermin's got Merc. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys. I apologize.
Yeah, like what's
I
going
apologize.
on?
Vermin's got Merc.
I should have brought you from.
I'm singing now.
I am singing.
It's just warm up for the 24 hours, man. See, we are
There you go. Blame Black Man. I'm gonna have to check that out. after
1/12 of the way through a 24-hour stream.
this. There you go.
We won't be in here though. We're gonna be on the couch because
Chilling.
this is just not
Chilling.
comfortable. So,
No.
do you want to watch AOC play Among Us? Have you seen that game?
Oh yeah.
That's everybody's hooked on. These kids at church were playing it.
Were they?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it's like some kind of psychological warfare. Or something.
Oh. That's
I
interesting.
don't know who you are.
That looks yummy.
Pizza?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker
Perfect
for cheese.
Imperfections.
Mm.
Man, see, have you been watching the her? She's impressive. I like her, man.
No. The the new
Supreme Court Justice. Yeah, she's gonna get confirmed, man. Cruz, man, Cruz he did good. Ted Cruz.
Did he?
Yeah, when
Oh.
he was, he didn't have a whole lot of questions for her, but he was stating about how the Democrats really didn't come out here with anything that was disqualifying or even disparaging at all against why she should not be
Oh.
confirmed. He was like, you didn't say, all you did was come out here and grandstand about and then badmouth our president. You didn't say anything about why she should not be confirmed to the Supreme Court.
Good
And they absolutely didn't. They didn't have anything to say. They tried to come at her about the Roe versus Wade. They tried to come at her about Obamacare, but
Nada.
nothing. They didn't have anything. I mean, there's basically no reason not to confirm her except for the fact that you don't like Trump and that Trump was the one that nominated her.
Sad.
But it's not really fair to her. You know what I mean?
No, that's
She's
true.
a good lawyer and a good judge. So
She doesn't look extremely old neither.
have you heard her talk?
I haven't.
She is like
Is she good?
straight and like I wouldn't want her as a judge
Oh,
if I was like on trial.
okay.
she's quick-witted and
Good
very
stuff.
straight to the point.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, she's pretty
I
impressive.
need that.
51% want Barrett seated on the Supreme Court. That's the Hill, and that's impressive because the Hill is very, very left-leaning biased, almost as bad as CNN. Oh, let's see what the comments are, though. I always like looking at comments.
Was this
a Trump cult poll? Yeah, because it's 51%.
Right.
No, come on now. Let me guess. You only polled GOP. Yeah. See, the Hill, this is the reason why they're all bashing it, is because the Hill is a Democrat thing. That's why I follow it, is because I like to see all sides of the coin.
Right.
So I like to see what. And I honestly, man, in the more, I don't know, maybe it's just me because this is coming from my perspective, but I just don't.
It's a 51% of what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like it. That's funny. Nobody asked me. I sure don't want her.
So Omar at Texas, this guy says it could be 99%. That's irrelevant, for the Constitution lays out how justices are nominated and confirmed.
Pose of bias.
And most people don't even know how many branches the government has. That's kind of sad.
It is.
Offensive content. It's not unconstitutional, though.
It is.
Why is that? Why would that be offensive?
Unconstitutional, that word.
That unconstitutional word is offensive?
It's that word.
In that case, our entire government is offensive.
Yep. According to Twitter algorithm bots out there eating up your.
How come I don't ever see Trump's tweets, man? I
don't?
follow him.
Oh, that's all I get, man.
I don't see his tweets.
That's all I get all day.
All I see is all this other stuff about him.
Like,
Oh, no, I
it's
do occasionally see
Tweets,
his
it's tweets every hour.
Maybe I just ignore them.
Every hour, the wheels are coming off Trump's way. Ay, ay.
I think some of these places are just trying to get Trump to tweet them. Like a lot of these media sources, I think they just say bad stuff about him to see if he'll say something about them to get more clicks.
Right.
Miami police officer is facing disciplinary action after he was photographed wearing a Trump 2020 face mask while in uniform
It's designed
at
very
a
well.
polling place.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is a nice
It's a
one.
very
we should be
nice.
sharing the screen.
It's a very nice mask. I'm not even a Trump supporter, but that's a very nice mask. It's dope.
I wish I could double click and share it. Apparently not. Of course, that would be kind of dangerous. Huh? Yeah, so
That is designed very well.
oh, that is
I don't know. It says no more something, but
yeah, I don't know. I can't see. Miami-Dade chairman of the Miami-Dade Democrats accused the officer in a tweet of voter intimidation while inside the Stephen P. Clark Government Center in downtown. Voter intimidation because he's wearing a.
yeah,
This is a police officer.
yeah, because he's
wearing
a police
Trump
officer.
mask.
Yeah,
Can't be
I
running
can
around.
see that.
What about that Hawaii? I think it was Hawaii,
I
or
can see that.
I think it was no, it was Guam. Guam had 2 soldiers behind them while they were endorsing Biden in the DNC. You remember that?
I did.
They had the 2 soldiers in uniform.
They did.
Isn't that what? That's 2 soldiers, man. That's the U.S. military, not just a police officer. We're talking about the force of the U.S. military. Talking about voter intimidation.
Dang. Somebody was right up on him with that shot. Someone took a shot of him. Man. Yeah, that's mad.
Facing discipline.
Got him.
Anyways, my Twitter feed, man. This is my Twitter feed, people.
There you go.
I don't read the news. I just get it all off Twitter.
Oh,
And
man.
prayer. I just prayer and meditation and Twitter.
Right?
In that order, usually. Rudy Giuliani talks Hunter Biden laptop docs.
Oh, why are you guys there? The poll is up. You can
Oh,
start.
yeah. Poll
you
is
can,
up. Let me bleep the poll.
You should probably put that up. If I know. Let you guys know
I'm not good at this, man.
about the poll. There you go. Bum, boom, boom, boom.
Can I just embed it in here? Will that work?
Guys, go vote on the
It's probably
poll.
not gonna work.
I will be on my phone and I will share it. Oh God.
That didn't work.
No. Just need the link.
So don't embed it. Just
No, you can't. You can only embed it if you're doing if you got a website.
Oh, that's right.
HTML.
HT. Do nothing Sweden. Yeah, got first vote.
There you go. So we got a poll up, guys. What was the
We got
best
2 votes.
best
Do
solution?
nothing Sweden at 2 votes
Oh.
already.
What's the best solution for this COVID-19? Should we do nothing like Sweden did, or a complete lockdown? Should we put on the whole armor of God, or should we wait for that stimulus check because money will bail us out? So we want to know exactly what is going to help this pandemic.
Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win?
Okay, I think that
First off, who are you voting for?
I'm gonna vote for the I'm not gonna vote for number 2. Now I think about it, this is fun. All right.
Right?
Armor of God. Okay, I'm not gonna vote for 3.
You're not voting for Armor of God?
I'm not gonna vote. I don't need that. I've had that all throughout the pandemic. That's not gonna
That's
help.
what's been
That's
protected.
not gonna help. I mean, that's not gonna do nothing right now. That's not what
Okay.
the best solution to this.
So it's
COVID
do nothing
right
Sweden or stimulus check.
check. Me personally, I've been doing most of this stuff. Oh, it's funny because I done been doing nothing. I done been locked down. Then I had the whole armor of God. I got a stimulus. So what has worked for me? So I guess it's just do nothing for me. I'm gonna vote do nothing. I'm just gonna be doing what I've always done and hope to get the same results I've always got, which is no corona for me. Where are you voting for? This is tough.
I'm kind of going between Armor of God, do nothing. But you
But
know,
you've
that's
already
I want to
had
do
one.
stimulus check because
Stimulus
it
check
help
is
me
fun. I've been
pay down my
thinking.
debt.
Yeah.
Pay down some
Because I
debt.
can do nothing. I think
I
I
can
might
do computers.
I might go stimulus.
I might give a camera though.
I might go stimulus.
No, we're gonna get
check
camera
because
on.
I'm already doing nothing. I don't need to do
Yeah.
that. I don't need to waste my vote on that. I'm already doing that anyway. Could use some stimulus check. That's probably what I'll vote for.
Do some stimulus.
I think stimulus might win because
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest instead of trying to be funny about my vote. Because voting is not a joke.
Voting
to
is
be
not a
Voting
joke,
is not a
people.
joke. So I'm gonna go with.
I'm going with stimulus check.
I'm going with do nothing.
That's not
Do
a joke for
nothing.
me.
Just leave it alone. Just do nothing. I'm gonna go with do nothing. Sweet.
I'm going to go with stimulus check. I'll take it.
No, I don't want government stolen money.
I don't need it.
I'll take it though. I'll take some of my tax refund.
I think I still got my other stimulus check still in the bank. I think it's mixed. I don't even know if I wonder if they
What if
sent
Mayor Margot voted? Can you see who voted?
it. That would be cool. You should on Twitter.
I should just start sharing everything to Mayor Margot. I just start
Should.
tagging Mayor
That's
Margot
what I
and
say.
everything until he comments.
Say comments.
Or whoever the new mayor is going to be if it's
Yeah.
not him. Do you think he's going to win?
Yeah, you will. I believe so.
I think it's really between him. From what the polls are looking like is...
Ain't he up though? I thought he was up.
You know, Oscar Leeser's up right now.
Really?
According to the polls, Oscar Leeser's up. Mayor Margot and Veronica are like neck and neck.
Neck and neck. Okay.
So
Interesting.
Veronica Carvalho's doing pretty good. That's probably who's going to get my vote. I
Okay.
got to vote with my heart. So, and I think Veronica's. You know, the only thing kind of scares me about her is she's a big environmentalist.
Mm-hmm.
And when people like are self-proclaimed label themselves as something like that, then I really worry when they get into office that they'll blindly spend taxpayer money in
Right.
order to support that.
You still got to
passion.
do that video that you were.
What's going to happen?
He's like,
I don't know. Doing videos is just difficult. Doing these lives, I got down pat, but doing videos is kind of hard. So.
all right.
All right, let's stop sharing this thing.
Wow, this look good too. Look good. I like the background.
Pretty good.
Everything.
You still don't know who that is.
I have no idea. Who was the lady? Harriet, tell me. She was behind me, or you, or somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, the lady's over here.
The lady was over there.
Yeah, I don't
Right there.
know how to change that. To show it.
Guys, I'm gonna share the poll. And whatnot. I think that's about it. Hey, tomorrow I'll probably get up with you because I'm supposed to be doing an interview. I'm supposed to be talking with Grizzy, doing some stuff. We're gonna try that
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see what they want to do.
Jeez, it's 8:30.
It is.
Okay.
This is fun. This was an easy one.
Yeah,
Very easy.
piece of cake.
Very fun. Guys, as always, man, it's super fun. I thank everybody that came over from Evolve. Make sure that you do subscribe so that when you, I don't have to, so that you know on Tuesday, you can just come here and I'm thinking I'm going to get to a point. He has to show that video.
No, I'm not sure.
So he has to get to that point where I'm got to see this guy. He had a hard time getting out. He was mad, man. How can you be so angry? Gosh. Anyway, I thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming over. You guys have been amazing there, Evolvers. Libertarian Davers. You're Davers. always having me. I will see you all in the very next video, in the very next cast. I'll see you on Thursday. We're going to have some fun. I know that's going to be fun. As always, KIP. Keep it positive.
Yep, I'm out of here too, people. Appreciate y'all watching. I do have a scripture. It's this is probably appropriate too. Oh, okay, here we go. For a while, okay, this is about the judge. It's Luke chapter 18, the first paragraph there. I'm not very good at this. So this widow is bothering the judge to give her justice against her adversary, right? So and for a while the judge refused, but she kept bugging, right? So she bugged him and bugged him and bugged him until finally he said, so though I neither fear God nor respect man, because this widow keeps bothering me, I will give her justice so that she will not beat me down by her continual coming. And the Lord said, hear what the unrighteous judge says. And will not God give justice to his elect who cry to him day and night? Will he delay long over them? I tell you, he will give justice to them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith in the earth? Who's this ninja sneaking up on me? So it's just a interesting thing. Oh, God holds the judges accountable. Do we have another scripture here? Free to live. We have freedom now because Christ has made us free. So stand strong. That's today's scripture. That's today's scripture too in your book, huh? A Little God Time. That's what this book is called. Sorry for the green shows up as invisible because of the green screen. So this is October 20th, Free to Live, in the Free to Live book. See? And it's Galatians, my favorite scripture, Galatians 5:1. We have freedom because Christ made us free. So stand strong. Do not change and go back into the slavery of the law. Imagine if you had been captured and sent to jail. It would make you so happy if someone found a way to rescue you and get you out of jail. You would run free and never go near the jail again. Jesus rescued us from our sin, and we have a brand new start because he has forgiven us. When we keep feeling guilty about our sin, it's like going back to the jail and putting the chains back on our hands and feet. God wants us to feel free and good about his forgiveness, so stay free. Jesus, thank you for giving me a brand new life in you. Thank you for freeing me from guilt and giving me a full life of grace. That's your scripture for today. I should just use your book for my scriptures, huh? Thanks, bud. I'll be there in a minute.
Did no one say me naked?
You just have a shirt off. You don't want people to see you with your shirt off?
No.
You see your swollenness? Are you swole?
Swole?
Muscles. You got big muscles? Yeah. All right. So anyways, I appreciate y'all watching, those that stuck around, those that watched. Please go check out the Donald Rainwater debate video. I am going to go back and watch it because I'm interested in seeing how well he did in the debate as libertarians. Go check out Joe. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Go put your vote in the poll. It's only got 2 votes so far, so go post your vote in the poll. The best solution for the COVID-19 pandemic. Got 2 days on that poll. We will see you on Thursday for the presidential debate. We'll be going live at 6 p.m. on Thursday. I think the debate probably starts at 7 like the last one did. So be sure you come back for that entertaining process. All I got. KIP, keep it positive. God bless you all. love your neighbor, and I'll figure out what I usually say. Whatever I usually say when I sign out. Peace out, everybody. See you Thursday.